Thank you so much, Meena, Dylan, Muzda. There are others. Uh, Thank you so much, Ganesh, who are from India. And I'm really happy to see that you have also opened your camera and you're also using our background. That's really good to see. And I hope that you are going to have a great experience here. Thank you. We are just waiting for our speakers to join in. And after that, we are officially going to start. Dylan, Muzda. Okay, so I see so many of you are with us. We have 61 participants. That's really good. So I am going to start now. And while we are waiting for others, I'm going to open this session. Thank you so much once again. And Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to everyone joining us today. I'm Zuha Hassan. I am National Coordinator at the SUK Global Foundation, and I will be your host and moderator for this memorable occasion, the closing ceremony of SheNurtures Global Fellowship Program 2025. Over the past few weeks, this fellowship has been a journey of growth, healing, and empowerment for mothers, educators, and caregivers around the world. So today we gather here to hear from inspiring voices who have lit the way, our expert speakers who generously shared their time, stories, and tools. So thank you so much. And before we begin, I would like to share the platform that makes sessions like this possible, which is Yes You Can Global Foundation. This foundation was founded in 2018, and it is a global empowerment movement that's impacting lives across more than 20 countries. Our mission is clear: to empower 1 million youth change makers with the mindset, skills, and tools they need to live confidently and drive sustainable, purpose-driven impact. With programs aligned to United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, yes, we can bridge the gap between academia and the real world empowerment. Um, just important announcement that those of you who are unmute, kindly mute yourself so that we can avoid the distortion in the session. Thank you so much. So yeah, our mission is basically to bridge the gap between academia and the real world empowerment. The foundation basically runs multiple initiatives which are designed to unlock human potentials. So this is our purpose, this is our mission, and I hope that we are going to be successful in that. And at the heart of this movement is an incredibly passionate and resilient woman, Sanam Hossain. She is also founder and president of Yes You Can Global Foundation. Sanam is a visionary social entrepreneur, educator, and a certified leadership trainer with over 15 years of cross-sector experience. Through her leadership, Yes You Can have impacted more than 10,000 lives globally, turning learners into leaders. So thank you so much. And if anybody of you are interested in joining us as a member, as an ambassador, as a even trainer, you all can join us because our mission is very clear, that is to serve the communities. So thank you so much. I will be sharing all of the forms as a member, as an ambassador, as a trainer, and everything I will be sharing in the group. So those of you who are interested, you can fill that out and we will contact you soon. Yes, so this is all about our organization. And before we start, there are a few important instructions that I would like to give you all. Number one is that please keep your microphones muted. As I see someone is unmute, I would like to mute them because that way we can avoid distortion in the session. Number two is that attendance form will be shared during the session. So only those who fill it out will receive the certificate of participations. Others cannot. So please stay engaged and stay connected until the end. You will definitely see that in the chat box. And the third point is for the speakers that each of you has been assigned a specific time slot, some 10 minutes, some others 15 minutes. So please keep an eye on the time while you speak so that we can manage it. And as your time is about to end, I will raise my hand as a sign. When you see that, kindly wrap up your remarks so that we can stay on schedule. So let's start now. Thank you so much for your patience. It's my great honor to invite the visionary behind this entire program, Dr. Shweta Tiwari. So we are so honored to have you as lead trainer during the SheNurtures Global Fellowship Program. The voice of deep emotional insight and nurturing guidance. Her sessions remind us of the power of programming, love, and intention right after the birth. So she is like the best person who can speak on this topic. Please welcome Dr. Shweta, the heart and soul behind SheNurtures. Through her leadership and compassion, this fellowship has touched lives in the most meaningful way. So thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome back, and please start the session.
Love you, thank you, bless you, Zoha and all divine souls. And thank you so much, team SheNurtures, जिन्होंने मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दी कि मैं कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग के बारे में बात कर सकूं। एक्चुअली ये प्लेटफॉर्म जो था वो बच्चों के लिए था, अर्ली चाइल्डहुड डेवलपमेंट की बात करनी थी हमें इस पे। लेकिन मैं एक चीज़ हमेशा कहती हूँ कि नर्चर करने से पहले खुद को नर्चर करना होगा। पहले हमें खुद को पावरफुल बनाना होगा, तभी हम पावरफुल होंगे। आप पावरफुल वर्ल्ड का सपना तो हम देखते हैं, बट बिना हम पावरफुल हुए हम एम्पावर नहीं कर सकते किसी को, राइट? तो जैसे कहते हैं ना कि बच्चों के लिए भी मैं एक ही चीज कहती हूँ जो यूनिवर्स के लिए भी सही है, कि यूनिवर्स नेवर गिव्स अस व्हाट वी वांट। प्लीज इसको ध्यान से सुनिएगा सब लोग, मैं कहूंगी, द यूनिवर्स नेवर गिव्स अस व्हाट वी वांट, यूनिवर्स गिव्स अस व्हाट वी आर, and the same goes for our angels too. They are what we are, not we want from them. तो हम अपने बच्चों को जैसा बनाना चाहते हैं ना, वैसा हमें खुद को बनना होगा। अगर हम ये सोचते हैं कि अल्कोहल इज नॉट गुड फॉर हेल्थ, अल्कोहल नहीं लेना चाहिए, और आप अगर अल्कोहल ले रहे हैं तो आपका बच्चा आज नहीं लेगा, कल जरूर लेगा, क्योंकि आज आपके वो अंडर गाइडेंस में है, उसको आपकी जरूरत है, वो आज वो चीज नहीं करेगा जिसके लिए आप उन्हें मना करेंगे। तो अनकॉन्शियस मॉडलिंग माइंड का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट होता है। इसलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि बच्चों को जो भी हमें बनाना है, पहले हमें खुद बनना होगा। अगर हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा बच्चा डिवाइन एंजल बने, एक डिवाइन एंजल को इस दुनिया में लेके आना है अगर आपको, तो पहले आपको डिवाइन बनना पड़ेगा। बिलीव मी, मैं आपको पूरा साइंटिफिक फैक्ट बता रही हूँ। मैं और डॉक्टर राजश्री बहुत टाइम से वूम प्रोग्रामिंग पे काम कर रहे थे। हम लोगों ने एक छोटा सा सर्वे किया कि इस दुनिया में एंजल्स को क्यों लाना है, आप इस दुनिया में एंजल्स को क्यों लाना चाहते हो। हमारे लिए भी बहुत सरप्राइजिंग था, और जो रिसर्च हमारा था वो बहुत सरप्राइजिंग था। किसी को ये था कि बड़ा होकर के वो हमारी केयर करेगा, कल को अगर बच्चे नहीं होंगे तो ओल्ड एज में हमें देखभाल करने के लिए कोई नहीं होगा। कुछ का कहा था कि इनफर्टाइल नहीं कहलाऊं इसलिए, बट उनके पास टाइम नहीं था उन बच्चों के लिए। किसी ने भी ये नहीं कहा, उसमें एन नंबर ऑफ रीजंस लोगों ने दिए, बट जो बेस्ट रीजन था जिसके लिए खुदा ने हम सबको इस दुनिया में जन्म लेने का अधिकार दिया, परमिशन दिया, उसका रीजन पता है क्या था पीछे? एक डिवाइन सोल को इस दुनिया में लाने का पर्पस था कि जो डिविनिटी का प्लान है, जो डिविनिटी ने हमारे लिए असाइन किया है, हम उसे फुलफिल कर सके। तो किसी भी पेरेंट ने ये नहीं कहा कि मुझे उस डिवाइन एंजल को सिर्फ इस दुनिया में लाने के लिए अपने को एज अ ट्रांसपोर्टर यूज करना है, मुझे सिर्फ उनको इस दुनिया में लाने के लिए एक जरिया बनना है। मैं उनको सिर्फ असिस्ट करूंगी उनकी सोल जर्नी में, वो जो इस दुनिया में करने आए हैं मैं सिर्फ असिस्ट करूंगी उनको। जैसे एक डिवाइन को अगर हमें असिस्ट करने का मौका मिलेगा तो हम क्या करेंगे? हम सिर्फ उनके साथ खड़े होंगे एज अ गार्डियन, बिकॉज गॉड इज आवर गार्डियन। आज हम अपने आप को गार्डियन कहते हैं, बट एक बार इस सेशन के एंड के बाद सोचिएगा, आर वी रियली बिहेविंग लाइक अ गार्डियन और अ मास्टर ऑफ आवर चिल्ड्रन? वी आर बिहेविंग लाइक अ मास्टर ऑफ आवर चिल्ड्रन, कि मेरे बच्चे को ऐसा ही करना चाहिए, राइट? तो बस एक छोटी सी बात, आप सबसे एक ही चीज रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी, आज के बाद भी अगर हमने अपने को करेक्ट कर लिया तो हम अपने बच्चों के बहुत सारे पेन्स को कम कर सकते हैं। मैंने बहुत सारे एन नंबर ऑफ बच्चों को काउंसिल किया है, और आपको मैं आज एक फैक्ट बताती हूँ, मेरा अपना ही एक्सपीरियंस है। उसमें से 98% बच्चों को पेन अपने ओन पेरेंट्स से है, ममा एंड पापा, बिलीव मी, एंड रिसर्च सेज द सेम थिंग, राइट? तो जैसा कि टीम शी नर्चर्स ने मुझे 4 टॉपिक्स दिए थे बात करने के लिए, कि माइंड प्रोग्राम कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है। तो सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको फिर से एक बार कहूंगी कि सबसे पहले जो हमें बनाना है, पहले वैसा हमें बनना होगा। तो पहले हर मदर को उन सारी चीजों को सीखना होगा जो हम अपने बच्चों को चाहते हैं सिखाना, फर्स्ट। सेकंड, मैं आपसे कहती हूँ कि एज अ एनएलपी प्रैक्टिशनर या सबकॉन्शियस मास्टरी कोच, साइंस सेज कि माइंड प्रोग्रामिंग स्टार्ट्स आफ्टर द बर्थ, बट एज अ गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट आई मस्ट से माइंड प्रोग्रामिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द वूम ओनली, एंड 80% ऑफ माइंड प्रोग्रामिंग जो है हमारे वूम में हो जाता है, राइट? मैं कहती हूँ वो पीरियड अगर आपका निकल भी गया है, मैं एक ही चीज कहती हूँ, जो भी मदर वुड बी मदर है, एनकरेज देम टू जॉइन वूम प्रोग्रामिंग एंड लर्न दैट साइंस ब्यूटिफुली, बिकॉज वो सबसे बड़ा खूबसूरत टाइम है हम सबके पास, जहां हम एक बहुत खूबसूरत सीड लगा सकते हैं। मैं आज आपसे पूछती हूँ, आप अपने गमले में भी अगर एक सीड लगाने जाते तो आप बहुत चूज करके लाते उसको, अच्छे सीड्स देना। लेकिन जब हम अपने वूम में सीड लगा रहे होते तो हम बिल्कुल 9 मंथ्स बेफिक्र हो जाते। वहां भी हमें बहुत चूज करके चीजों को करना है। और मैं आपको बताऊं, हमें अपने को पहले नर्चर करने की जरूरत है। फर्स्ट, हमें खुद को नर्चर करना है, वो खूबसूरत डिवाइन सोल बनाना है जिसमें हम डिविनिटी को इनवाइट कर सके, प्लीज आप आइए, नाउ आई एम रेडी फॉर यू। और मैं आपको सिर्फ असिस्ट करूंगी डिविनिटी इस दुनिया में लाने के लिए, मैं आपकी गार्डियन हूँ, राइट? So womb programming starts from the womb, and as Dr. Rashri has taught us very beautifully, that womb ecology is the world ecology, right? तो मैं अब नेक्स्ट अपने पॉइंट पे आती हूँ कि प्रोग्रामिंग आफ्टर बर्थ, 0 to 7 years की जो एज होती है हमारे लिए, हमारे बच्चों के लिए, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज हमने माइंड को बहुत डिटेल में समझा था कि अलग अलग लेवल्स पे काम करता है। बट 7 years तक लॉजिकल माइंड, दैट इज कॉन्शियस माइंड, फुल्ली डेवलप नहीं होता, वो बहुत ज्यादा लॉजिक नहीं यूज करता। तो उस समय बच्चे का जो फेज होता है वो सिर्फ डाउनलोडिंग फेज में होता है, और उसका सिर्फ सबकॉन्शियस एक्टिव होता है। तो वो जो देख रहा है ना, उससे वो प्रोग्राम हो रहा है, उसको सही गलत नहीं पता है। इसको हम लोगों ने डिटेल में जाना था, और जिनका मिस हुआ है ऑलरेडी, रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस सनम के चैनल पे अपलोडेड है, आप वहां से देख लीजिएगा। लेकिन मैं एक ही चीज कहूंगी कि 0 to 7 years अगर आप वर्किंग मदर भी हैं तो अपना टाइम वहां से कम करके अपने बच्चों को दे, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। क्योंकि आपका बच्चा क्या सीख रहा है, आपका बच्चा क्या देख रहा है, वो आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है देखना। अगर आपने उस समय अपने कैरियर को इंपॉर्टेंस दिया तो आप लाइफ लॉन्ग अपने बच्चे को लेके परेशान रहो, मैं आपको गारंटी देती हूँ। मैं भी एक डॉक्टर हूँ, मेरी पूरी फैमिली डॉक्टर एक्चुअली। तो हम लोगों ने यही डिसाइड किया था कि हम लोग पार्ट टाइम में काम हम लोग डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइम से करेंगे, क्योंकि मुझे था कि हम में से कोई ना कोई हमारे बच्चे के साथ होना, राइट? तो मैं यही कहती हूँ, ये 0 to 7 years बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे बच्चे के लिए। आप उसको मैक्सिमम टाइम दीजिए, फिर वो आपके साथ खड़ा होगा, ये मैं आपको गारंटी देती हूँ, राइट? तो प्रोग्रामिंग आफ्टर बर्थ में ये 7 years का पीरियड इज वेरी क्रूशियल। आपको जो बनाना है अपने बच्चे को आप बना सकते हो, बट मैं कहती हूँ ना, जो बनाना है उसके लिए पहले आपको वैसा बनना होगा। उसके बाद हम लोग सोचते हैं ना कि बच्चे को कौन सी लैंग्वेज सिखाई जाए, किस लैंग्वेज में बात करें कि बच्चे को समझ में आए। हमारी अपनी मदर टंग है, हम डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस में बात करें। इंग्लिश शायद बहुत कॉमन लैंग्वेज हो चुका है हमारे सबके बात करने का, लेकिन एक और लैंग्वेज है जिसमें हमें बात करने की जरूरत है अपने बच्चों से, जो हमें डिविनिटी ने दिया है जब हम इस दुनिया में आए थे, दैट इज लव लैंग्वेज। क्योंकि लव का पावर तो सबसे ज्यादा है। लव तो कैंसर सेल्स को हील कर सकता है। आपको पता है ये जो हमारे बॉडी जो बनी होती है वो ट्रिलियन सेल्स के मिलने से बनी होती है। और ऐसा साइंस भी कहता है कि लव किससे जुड़ा हुआ है। तो लव का वाइब्रेशन इतना हाई है, तो क्यों ना हम अपने बच्चों से लव लैंग्वेज में, उसके लव लैंग्वेज में बात करें। इसको भी हम लोगों ने बहुत खूबसूरती से देखा था कि 5 लव लैंग्वेजेस होते हैं हम सबके। वो सारे जो है, चाहे वो हमारा टच हो, वर्ड ऑफ अफर्मेशंस हो, क्वालिटी टाइम हो, गिफ्ट्स हो, जितने भी चीजें लव लैंग्वेजेस हम लोगों ने सीखे वहां पर, वो सारे जो है एक्टिव सर्विसेज है, ये 5 जो लव लैंग्वेजेस है ये हम सब में है। बट कोई एक प्रोमिनेंट है किसी में। किसी का टच लव लैंग्वेज है। कहने का मतलब कि अगर वो बच्चा उदास है तो उसको खाली आप टच कर लो, उसे हक कर लो, वो हील हो जाएगा। उस समय उसे किसी लेक्चर की जरूरत नहीं होती। राइट। अगर उसका लव लैंग्वेज जो है क्वालिटी टाइम है, तो मैं कहती हूँ एज अ मदर, आप एज अ फादर आप उसको उस क्वालिटी टाइम दे दीजिए। आज बहुत सारे लोग, मैं आई थिंक मैं गारंटी ले सकती हूँ कि यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग होंगे उनकी लाइफ में ये एक बार सुनने को जरूर आया होगा, मम्मा पापा यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड मी, यू डोंट लव मी। इसका रीजन पता है क्या? बिकॉज हम उनकी लैंग्वेज में बात ही नहीं करते। आज मैं यहाँ कहती हूँ नो बडी इज फ्रॉम चाइना। अगर मैं चाइनीज बोलूँ तो कोई भी मुझसे कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे आप, बिकॉज मैं आपकी लैंग्वेज में बात नहीं कर रही। तो सेम इज हैपनिंग विद आवर किड्स ऑल्सो। हम उनकी लैंग्वेज में बात ही नहीं कर रहे। वो तो जिस जिस दुनिया में वो आए हैं ना, वो, मैं आपको सच बताती हूँ, वो रियली डिवाइन एंजल्स हैं। बिलीव मी। उनको लव लैंग्वेज बहुत अच्छे से आता है। हम जैसे जैसे बड़े होते गए हम ये लैंग्वेज भूलते चले गए। मैं क्यों कहती हूँ इस साइंस को सबको सीखना चाहिए, एंड थैंक्स टू सनम एंड हर टीम, जो इतना बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म उन्होंने क्रिएट किया कि हमें ये चीजें सीखने का मौका मिला। थैंक यू सनम अगेन, एंड आपकी पूरी टीम को। आप लोगों ने बहुत एफर्ट्स किए इन चीजों के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट। तो हमें अपने बच्चों से लव लैंग्वेज में बात करनी है, उनके लव लैंग्वेज में बात करनी है। जिसको जो लैंग्वेज आता है ना उनसे उसी लैंग्वेज में बात करते हैं ना। राइट। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने सीखा था कि हाउ टू बिल्ड अ रेपो। रेपो का मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि किसी पे इंप्रेशन जमाना, वो नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में जॉब तक ठीक है। बट इन रिलेशनशिप, आपकी अपनी फैमिली में, और ये फैमिली में सिर्फ आपके घर के ब्लड रिलेशंस की बात नहीं करती हूँ। मेरे फैमिली का मतलब वर्ल्ड इज माई एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली। यहाँ जितने भी लोग हैं आप सब मेरी फैमिली के एक मेंबर। और अगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो सोल वर्ल्ड में ऐसा कहा जाता है कि अगर हम फैमिली मेंबर नहीं हो तो हम एक दूसरे के सामने कभी नहीं पड़ेंगे। तो अगर हम आए हैं तो डेफिनेटली वी हैव अ सब कनेक्शन एट सोल लेवल, 100%। राइट। तो वर्ल्ड इज माई एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली, आई ऑलवेज से दिस। तो मैं पूरी फैमिली की बात कर रही हूँ। क्यों ना अपनी फैमिली से हम उनसे रेपो बनाना का मतलब पता है क्या? तो रेपो का मतलब होता है एनवायरमेंट ऑफ ट्रस्ट। उनके सब कॉन्शियस में एंटर करना, उनके दिल में एंटर करना। वो कैसे होगा? क्या 4 अच्छे शब्द बोल करके, टफ वर्ड्स बोल करके? वर्ड्स का तो कम्युनिकेशन में रोल ही नहीं है, ओनली 7%। मैक्सिमम रोल तो हमारा टोन ऑफ वॉइस का है, और हमारी बॉडी लैंग्वेज का है, फिजियोलॉजी का है। तो क्यों ना उन दोनों को ज्यादा यूज करते। मैं आज आपसे कहती हूँ, यहाँ जितने भी लोग हैं, यहाँ सदफ है, इफ आई से सदफ आई लव यू सो मच, दिस इज माई टोन। उसके बाद मैं कहती हूँ सदफ आई लव यू, सेम सेंटेंस विद डिफरेंट टोन। अगर सदफ को इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज नहीं भी आती है ना, तो भी वो 2 सेंटेंस से ये समझ सकती है कि फर्स्ट वाज समथिंग गुड फॉर मी, सेकंड वाज नॉट गुड फॉर मी। राइट। तो क्यों ना उन लैंग्वेज में बात करें। किस लैंग्वेज कम्युनिकेशन में हम क्या करते हैं ना आज की डेट में अपने बच्चों को, एवरी टाइम वी आर ट्राई टू करेक्ट देम। कांट वी कनेक्ट विद देम? We should connect with them. Every time, try to connect with them. Don't correct every time. I have seen so many parents जो मेरे पास बच्चों को लेके आते हैं और कहते हैं माम इसका ये है वो है ऐसा है वैसा है, मतलब एन नंबर ऑफ शिकायतें। बिलीव मी, थोड़ी देर के बाद मुझे अनइजीनेस लगने लगता है, और ऐसे प्लीज शांत हो जाइए, थोड़ी देर के लिए शांत हो जाइए। कुछ अच्छा बता सकते हैं अपने बच्चे का आप? बिलीव मी, नहीं याद आता उन्हें। प्लीज ऐसा मत करो। आपको पता है जब हम अपने बच्चों को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं ना, तो वो हमसे प्यार करना कम नहीं करते, वो खुद से प्यार करना कम कर देते। They stop loving themselves. They don't stop loving you, they stop loving themselves. और जिस दिन सेल्फ लव खत्म हो गया ना, फिर उस दुनिया में कुछ नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि सेल्फ लव जिन बच्चों में होता है ना, उनके पास अच्छा सेल्फ स्टीम होता है, उनकी सेल्फ इमेज बहुत अच्छी होती है, उनमें सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस होता है, सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट होता है। तो कहने का मतलब एक सेल्फ लव के सारे ना बाय प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ये जितनी भी चीजें मैं आपको बता रही हूँ। आप सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए उनको लेकर के जाते हो। मुझे इनको बच्चे मेरा कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं है, इनको कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए ये क्लास कराते, मैं कहती हूँ सिर्फ सेल्फ लव करा दो, सेल्फ लव सिखा दो। सेल्फ लव का इतना ज्यादा पावर है कि आप कुछ भी इस दुनिया में अगर पाना चाहते हैं, मैं कहती हूँ प्यार भी पाना चाहते हो ना, तो पहले खुद से प्यार करना शुरू करो। आप प्यार दे ही नहीं सकते किसी को। हम आज सब लोग एक झूठ की दुनिया में जी रहे हैं। आई लव माई फैमिली वेरी मच, बहुत सारे आप देख लो फेसबुक पे लगा रहता है, आई लव माई फैमिली। मैं सबसे पहले पूछती हूँ खुद से प्यार करते हो? जो है नहीं वो दे नहीं सकते। तो पहले अपना अकाउंट भरो, पहले अपने अकाउंट बैलेंस तो ठीक करो लव का, उसके बाद विल शेयर लव विद होल वर्ल्ड। तो सबसे पहले मैं बच्चों को भी यही कहती हूँ कि बच्चों को हमें ये सिखाना है। हम लोग बचपन में ना एक बड़ा अच्छा गेम किया करते थे। बच्चों को पूछते थे, मेरे ट्विंस हैं, एक डिवाइन गर्ल एंड डिवाइन सन। तो हम लोग भी करते थे, बेटा किसको ज्यादा प्यार करते हो, पापा को कि मम्मा को? अगर बच्चे ने पापा बोला तो पापा खुश, मम्मा बोला तो मम्मा खुश। उनको वही करेक्ट करना था, नहीं बच्चा, सबसे पहले आपको खुद को प्यार करना है, क्योंकि आप खुदा की बनाई हुई सबसे खूबसूरत चीज हो। आपका नंबर लव लिस्ट में पहला आना चाहिए। लेकिन हमें तो ये सिखाया गया कि खुद से ज्यादा दूसरों को प्यार करो। थोड़ी सी हमारी पढ़ाई ना सही नहीं हुई है कहीं ना कहीं। हमें सर्वाइवल के लिए, जॉब के लिए तो सिखा दिया गया पढ़ना, बट जिंदगी को कैसे जीते ये नहीं सीखा हमने। मैं एक ही चीज कहूंगी कि इस तरह के प्लेटफॉर्म को यूज करिए, इस एसोसिएशन से, इस तरह के एसोसिएशन से जुड़े रहिए। मैं कहती हूँ ना, क्लास में नंबर कम भी आएंगे, बट जिंदगी के एक एग्जाम में ना आप 100 आउट ऑफ 100 लोगे, ये मैं गारंटी देती हूँ, अगर इन चीजों को सीखा। आई कैन गारंटी एवरीवन। तो आज क्यों ना क्यों हम उन मार्क्स के पीछे नहीं भागते जिनके पीछे आज पूरी दुनिया भाग रही है। और एक और चीज कहूंगी कि पेरेंटिंग के लिए मुझसे बहुत सारे लोग पूछते हैं कि पाम, पेरेंटिंग के लिए कोई अच्छी बुक बताइए। मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं, आप कोई भी बुक पढ़ लो, लेकिन हम सबके पास अलग अलग क्वेश्चन पेपर्स हैं हमारे बच्चों के रूप में। और सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स ना किसी भी बुक में नहीं कंपाइल किए जा सकते। तो पेरेंटिंग इज अ ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी जो हमारे और हमारे बच्चों के बीच में होती है। हमें बस उसको जीते जाना है, उनको असिस्ट करते जाना है, ये सोच करके कि एक डिवाइन हमारे साथ है, और वो डिवाइन जो है हमें अपने असिस्टेंस के लिए उन्होंने हमें चुना है। बिकॉज आई एम अ गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट, और आज मैं देखती हूँ बहुत सारे लोग इनफर्टाइल हैं, उन्हें बच्चे नहीं हैं। तो हमने उन्हें नहीं चूज किया है, उन्होंने हमें चूज किया, तभी आज हम मम्मा पापा बन पाए हैं। वी शुड से थैंक्स टू आवर एंजल्स, और उनको असिस्ट करना है हमें, उनको एक सुंदर सी दुनिया देनी है। और उस दुनिया की शुरुआत इस तरह के एसोसिएशन में ही रह करके हो सकती है, जहां हम कुछ बेटर सीखते जाएंगे। तो फिर से एक रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी आप सभी लोगों से कि अपने बच्चों से एक ही टेक अवे लेके जाइए आज के बाद। सारे इन चीजों को सीखेंगे कि व्हाट आर द लव लैंग्वेजेस, मेरे बच्चों का प्रेफर्ड थिंकिंग सिस्टम क्या है। अगर वो विजुअल डोमिनेंट है तो उसको उसी की लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे, अगर वो ऑडिटरी डोमिनेंट है, वो काइनेस्थेटिक डोमिनेंट है, तो उसकी लैंग्वेज में बात कर। लर्न दिस ब्यूटीफुल साइंस, प्लीज प्लीज लर्न दिस साइंस। अगर हम नहीं सीखेंगे तो हम इस पेन को कभी भी अपने बीच से कम नहीं कर पाएंगे। मैं छोटी थी ना, तब से एक चीज सुनते आ रही हूँ, जनरेशन गैप, जनरेशन गैप। कोई जनरेशन गैप नहीं, सिर्फ लैंग्वेज गैप है, क्योंकि लैंग्वेज ही नहीं पता। मम्मा पापा हमसे भी बात करते थे तो उनको भी लगता था अरे आज के बच्चों में और हमारे में एक जनरेशन गैप है। आज मैं कहती हूँ गैप नहीं है, दैट इज अ खाई, वो एक दलदल है जो हम अपने बच्चों और अपनों के बीच में क्रिएट करते जा रहे हैं अननोइंगली। हम बहुत प्यार करते हैं एक दूसरे से, बट अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर रहे, क्योंकि हम उसकी लैंग्वेज नहीं जानते। हम उनको नहीं जानते कि वो क्या है। उनका अगर विजुअल डोमिनेंट है, तो मैं एक एग्जाम्पल के साथ यहाँ एंड करूंगी सेशन। जैसे मैं और मेरे हस्बैंड में क्या है ना, कि मेरे हस्बैंड विजुअल डोमिनेंट है, मैं ऑडिटरी और काइनेस्थेटिक हूँ। वो हर चीज दिखाने की बात करते थे, चलिए देखते हैं मिलके, और मैं कहती हूँ तो सुनते हैं ना। और जैसे उन्होंने कोई बात अगर मुझे बताई कि श्वेता आपको पता है ऐसा हुआ, उन्होंने मुझे इतना सुंदर मैसेज दिया है, तो मैं कहती थी अरे वाह, अब उन्होंने मुझे बता दिया, बिकॉज आई एम एन ऑडिटरी डोमिनेंट, तो मेरा काम हो गया। और वो कहेंगे एक बार देखेंगी मोबाइल में या किसी भी चीज पे, मैं कहूँगी आपने बता दिया ना। तो एक थोड़ा सा लगता था कि कुछ लैक करता है लाइफ में, जब इन साइंस को सीखा। आज क्या होता है, क्योंकि कुछ समय के बाद उन्होंने लगा अच्छा मैं दिखाने जाता हूँ, श्वेता तो देखते नहीं, उनके पास इतना टाइम नहीं होता है। लेकिन आज क्या होता है, क्योंकि हम दोनों ने साइंस को सीख लिया, तो वो क्या, जैसे उन्होंने कोई चीज मुझे बताई कि पता है मुझे इतना सुंदर मैसेज किया किसी ने, या मैं कहूंगी कि दिखाइए, वो चेहरे पे स्माइल देखिएगा आप, बिलीव मी वो खुशी, जब आप उनके लैंग्वेज में बात करते हैं उनसे, उनको लगता है शी अंडरस्टैंड्स मी। और वो जब से इस चीज को सीख चुके हैं, अब वो क्या बात करते हैं, श्वेता एक बार सुनाइए, उन्होंने, मैं जैसे मैं कहूंगी कि आप देखिए, क्योंकि मुझे पता है वो विजुअल डोमिनेंट, मैं कहूंगी देखिए किसी ने मुझे मैसेज किया है, वो कहेंगे कि आप सुनाइए। कहने का मतलब ना कि दिस इज अ ब्यूटीफुल साइंस, इसको सबको लर्न करना चाहिए और अपनी लाइफ को सुंदर बनाना है। और कहते हैं ना ईच वन टीच वन, जितने लोगों ने भी सीखा है ना, प्लीज पास ऑन, इसको अपने तक मत रखना, राइट। एंड दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। लव यू, थैंक यू, ब्लेस यू।
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर श्वेता। हर बार जब भी आपको सुना है बहुत दिल की तरफ से खुशी महसूस होती है और बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर पावरफुल विजन एंड tireless work in bringing this community to life. Your presence is the light behind every voice we celebrate today, and for once again reminding us that caregiving starts with consciousness and compassion. Thank you so much, Dr. Shweta. I hope that you are going to continue this like teaching us, and I hope that you had great time with us. Next we have Aisha Samad. Aisha Samad is a speaker whose passion for child development and responsive caregiving has left a lasting impression. She's also founder of Skills Horizon Teachers Training Institute. So thank you so much, Aisha, for giving us your time today. I hope that you are with us. You can share your presentation. And I would like to request you that, if possible, can you please speak in English, because we have some people joining us from different countries. They cannot understand Urdu or Hindi. So that's one request from my side. Thank you so much. Let's listen to her reflections and experience. Aisha.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Thank you so much, Zoha, for the introduction, and I hope you all are doing great. And I'll try to be speak in English, but I'll be in, bilingual. So here, this is Aisha Samad, and I'm truly honored to be here today to share about a very important topic. And first of all, I would like to thank the Yes You Can Global Foundation and Miss Sanam for organizing such a meaningful and enriching training series and for giving me opportunity to be a part of it. So today's session, especially I designed to be fruitful for the parents and caregiver and the young generation over here, anyone involved in nurturing young children. So let's start. Okay, I'll start with some interesting situation. Okay, in this situation, what you're gonna do, you have to just imagine. Imagine you are born in a jungle. There is no one around, no parent, no teacher, no caregiver, just you, the trees, and wild animals. You have no one to talk, no one to guide, no one to comfort or teach you. अब जरा सोचें कि अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन है कि जहां आप जंगल में पैदा हुए हैं और आपके आसपास कोई नहीं है, राइट? कोई आपको सिखाने वाला नहीं, नो वन देयर टू कंफर्ट यू, कोई आपसे बात करने वाला नहीं है, सिर्फ आप हैं, ट्रीज हैं और वाइल्ड एनिमल हैं. Just think, would you know how to speak? Would you know how to behave with others? Would you feel safe? Would you understand right or wrong? It's a quick activity, and I want every participant to please write your answer in the chat box. Joby, whatever you feel right now, just imagine the situation and write your answer. Yes, I'm waiting for your responses. Yes. We can't be able, scary. No, I would be terrified. All right. Okay, I'll be very scary, right? No, ma'am, no, ma'am. Okay, terrified. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Due to the limited time, so I'll continue my session. Thank you so much for your participation, everyone. So, what is the purpose of this activity? क्यों मैंने ये एक्टिविटी करवाई, व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ दिस. लेकिन दिस सिंपल इमेजिनेशन शोज अस हाउ मच अ चाइल्ड डिपेंड ऑन द वर्ल्ड अराउंड देम फॉर लैंग्वेज, फॉर लव, safety, identity. A child cannot grow alone. They need connection, response, guidance. इसीलिए हमारे जो चाइल्डहुड डेवलपमेंट में पेरेंटिंग का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है. So let's start our topic. Okay, so the topic is parenting that connects. Today, I want to talk about some this very important areas of parenting that directly affect the kind of bond we build with our children and the kind of person they become. So, start with the role of parent. जी, देखिए, पेरेंट्स आर लाइक अ चाइल्ड फर्स्ट बुक. बच्चा पहली किताब अपने माँ बाप से और उस्ताद की शक्ल में पढ़ता है. हर लहजा, हर लफ्ज, हर रवैया उनके जहन में लिख दिया जाता है. पेरेंट्स आर लाइक अ मिरर. हम जैसे हैं वैसे ही वो बच्चा बनने की कोशिश करता है. अगर हम पुरसुकून है तो बच्चा भी अंदर से पुरसुकून है. अगर हम झूठ बोलते हैं तो हमारा बच्चा भी वही सीखता है. चाइल्ड विल लर्न द सेम बिकॉज चाइल्ड वॉच, फील एंड एब्जॉर्ब एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम द अडल्ट अराउंड देम. We are not just teaching them with words, we are shaping them through action, tone, and love. बट सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल यह है कि हम किस तरह अब बच्चे के साथ एक स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्डिंग बना सकते हैं. राइट. देखिए, हमेशा याद रखें, आप जब तक कामयाब नहीं होंगे, और मैं यही कहूंगी कि आपकी बातें, आपका तजुर्बा, आपकी स्किल्स, आपकी एजुकेशन, ये किसी काम नहीं आएगी. एवरीथिंग इज यूजलेस अगर चाहे आप जितने भी एक्सपीरियंस ही क्यों ना हो. ठीक है ना. अगर आपके और आपके बच्चों के दरमियान एक अच्छी रिलेशनशिप नहीं है. राइट. इसलिए जरूरी है बच्चों और पेरेंट के दरमियान एक पॉजिटिव रिलेशन हो. ठीक है. हमें क्या करना है, हमें बहुत अच्छा और एक उनका साथी बनना है, उनको एक बहुत बेहतरीन एक्टिव लिसनर बनना है. ठीक है. उनकी बातों को सुने, उनसे से ज्यादा उनको टाइम दें. बच्चा सबसे ज्यादा सिक्योर कब फील करता है, जब वो पेरेंट्स से कोई भी चीज डिस्कस करे. लेकिन नॉर्मली हम उनको सुनने के बजाय उनको इंस्ट्रक्शन देना शुरू हो जाते हैं, कमांड देना शुरू हो जाते हैं, डू दिस, डोंट डू दिस, समथिंग लाइक दैट. हम इतने बिजी हो गए अपनी लाइफ में, अपने घर के कामों में, या फिर अपने दोस्तों में या रिलेटिव में या मोबाइल्स में, कि हम उनको ठीक से सुनते तक नहीं. और इसका रिजल्ट क्या निकलता है कि बच्चे जो है वो फीलिंग एक्सप्रेस करना छोड़ देते हैं. और एक टाइम आता है कि बच्चा आपको इग्नोर कर देता है. तो ये सब इनको सिखा कौन रहा है? हम ही तो हैं जो उनको सिखा रहे हैं. बच्चा थोड़ी जानता है कि इग्नोरेंस क्या होती है. और जब वो सीख लेता है ना बच्चा कि इग्नोरेंस किस तरह किया जाता है, तो फिर वो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हमें इग्नोर करना शुरू हो जाता है. हमारी बात नहीं मानता, हमें सुनता नहीं. ठीक है. और फिर हम कंप्लेन करते हैं कि ये बच्चा बदतमीज हो गया है, बात नहीं मानता. इसलिए जरूरी है कि बच्चों के साथ स्पेंड अ क्वालिटी ऑफ टाइम, उनको सुने. ठीक है. उनसे चीजें डिस्कस करें. ट्राई टू ट्रूली कनेक्ट विद देम. उनसे उनके फ्रेंड्स के बारे में बात करें, उनके इंटरेस्ट के बारे में उनसे डिस्कस करें. उन्हें इन्वॉल्व करें इन स्मॉल फैमिली डिसीजंस, लाइक जैसे हम फॉर एग्जांपल, जैसे हम कि आज खाने में क्या बनेगा, राइट, और वीकेंड एक्टिविटीज क्या होनी चाहिए, दिस एंड दैट. अच्छा, देखिए, ये सब करने से ना क्या होता है कि बच्चों के साथ एक इमोशनल बॉन्डिंग जो है वो हमारी मजबूत होती है, एक ट्रस्ट पैदा होता है. इट हेल्प्स चिल्ड्रन फील सेफ एंड सपोर्टेड, and this is the foundation for healthy development. Teach without shouting. बच्चों को बगैर मारे चीखे तमीज कैसे सिखाएं? अक्सर मदर को ये कंप्लेन रहती है कि प्यार की जबान तो बच्चे समझते ही नहीं, जब तक चीखो नहीं, मारो नहीं, मजाल है कि बच्चे कोई बात सुन ले. हम भी तो ऐसे बड़े हुए थे, जब भी हम कोई शरारत करते या कोई हम मिस्टेक करते, हमारे पेरेंट भी तो हमारे साथ ऐसा करते थे. हम भी तो कितनी मार खाकर बड़े हुए हैं, तब जाकर हम इतने डिसिप्लिन हैं और बड़ों की इज्जत भी करते हैं. तो मैं कहूंगी गुड, वेरी गुड. लेकिन यहाँ ये सवाल पैदा होता है, क्या यही इस बात का हल है? क्या आपको लगता है कि मारने से, डांटने से, उनको पनिश करने से क्या वो डिसिप्लिन हो जाएंगे? आपको क्या लगता है इस बारे में? जस्ट राइट द आंसर यस और नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. यस. आपको क्या लगता है, आप क्या सोचते हैं? ओके, नो, नो, ऑल राइट, ऑल राइट, एग्जैक्टली. देखिए, जो बच्चे होते हैं ना, जो मारपीट या सख्तियों के साथ बड़े हुए हैं, वो आज भी अपने घर में, अपनी सोसाइटी में या फिर अपने वर्क प्लेस में अपने से बड़े या सुपीरियर के सामने दे आर नॉट एबल टू स्टैंड फॉर ओन सेल्फ. वो अपनी बात रखने में झिझकते हैं. और यही लोग अपने छोटे या फिर अपने लेस पावरफुल लोगों के सामने अपनी पावर दिखाते हैं. बच्चे को मारना इट नेवर हेल्प्स. वो सिर्फ बच्चे को डरना सिखाता है। और अगर हम ये समझते हैं ना डांट कर मार कर हम वो सुधर जाएगा और वो फिर दोबारा ऐसी गलती नहीं रिपीट करेगा, तो हम बहुत गलत समझते हैं। वी आर एब्सोल्युटली रॉन्ग। क्योंकि ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है, द चाइल्ड स्टिल इन द एज ऑफ ग्रोथ। बच्चा है अभी, वो शरारत तो वो करेगा। अगर आप चाहते हैं ना, इफ यू वांट योर चाइल्ड टू बी डिसिप्लिन, demonstrate the behavior you are expecting. Make firm boundaries. Stay patient. उन्हें समझाएं, उन्हें धमकाएं नहीं। You know your voice is like a candle. जैसे कैंडल अंधेरे में क्या करती है, रोशनी देती है ना, वैसे ही आपकी आवाज can bring a guidance, comfort and clarity into your child's world. या तो वो रोशनी दे सकती है या फिर वो एक बर्निंग फ्लेम का काम कर सकती है। अब ये हम पर है कि हम इसे कैसे इस्तेमाल करते हैं। शाउटिंग से वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ खामोश हो जाते हैं, पर समझते नहीं। अगर हम नरमी से बात करेंगे, बच्चा ना सिर्फ हमारी बात सुनेगा बल्कि दिल से समझेगा और अपनाएगा। देखिए, हर वक्त की डांट से ना बच्चा क्या होता है, वो अपने आप को बहुत ही ज्यादा इनसिक्योर फील करता है। और रिजल्ट क्या निकलता है, कोई इमोशनली तौर पे वो हमसे दूर हो जाता है। तो हमें तो अपने बच्चे को अपने से दूर थोड़ी करना है, हमें तो उनके साथ एक अच्छा बॉन्ड बनाना है। ठीक है, और उसके लिए सबसे जरूरी क्या है कि हमें अपने आप पर काम करना है। जब हमें पता होगा कि किस तरह अपने हमें पेशेंस लेवल को हमें हमें कंट्रोल करना है, हमें अपने एंगर को कंट्रोल करना है, हमें किस तरह अपने बच्चों के साथ डील करना है, तभी तो हम अपने बच्चों के साथ डील कर पाएंगे। तो उसके लिए क्या ज़रूरी है, एक अच्छे बॉन्ड के लिए, कि हमें आज से अपने आप पे काम करना है। हमें सोचना है कि हमें किस तरह बच्चों के लेवल पे जाके उनसे बात करनी है। ओके, द लास्ट इज बैरियर टू इफेक्टिव पेरेंटिंग। बच्चा सुनता नहीं है, अपनी मनमानी करता है, डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल है। डू यू नो ये बिहेवियर कैसे डेवलप होता है? द बिगेस्ट रीजन इज, जिससे आई एम सॉरी टू से आई एम यूजिंग दिस वर्ड, कि हमारी पेरेंटिंग फेल हो जाती है जब दो पेरेंट जो होते हैं वो सेम पेज पर नहीं होते हैं। अगर एक पेरेंट बोलता है कि बेटा 9 बजे के बाद बेड टाइम, ओके, नो अदर थिंग्स एक्टिविटी, तो दूसरा पेरेंट क्या बोलेगा, अरे कोई बात नहीं, अभी इतना पढ़ के बैठा है, थोड़ी सी देर स्क्रीन यूज करने दें। ठीक है। इसी तरह अगर एक पेरेंट बोलता है कि थ्रू आउट द वीक कोई ऐसे जंक फूड नहीं होगा, ओनली संडेज आर अलाउड, तभी दूसरा पेरेंट क्या बोलता है कि क्या करना बच्चे को रुला के, लेट हिम ईट, लेट हर ईट, ओके, दे दो, बच्चा ही तो है। अब यहाँ हो क्या रहा है, यहाँ हो क्या रहा है कि एक पेरेंट जो है वो बाउंड्री सेट कर रहा है, तभी दूसरा पेरेंट जो है वो उसको इजाजत दे रहा है। दीज आर द मेजर रीजन जिससे जो है हमारी जो पेरेंटिंग है ना वो इफेक्टिव नहीं हो पा रही है। अगर हम अपने पार्टनर की किसी बात से एग्री नहीं है या आपका पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अलग है, डिस्कस दैट इन प्राइवेट। लेकिन जब भी बच्चे के सामने जब भी आप बात करें तो एज अ टीम बात कीजिए। क्योंकि अब क्योंकि हमें उसको ये सिखाना है कि हमें किस तरह हम एक होके बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें एक डिसिप्लिन घर में लेके आना है। अगर हम ये नहीं करेंगे ना तो बच्चा हमेशा कंफ्यूज रहेगा कि व्हाट इज राइट एंड व्हाट इज रॉन्ग, क्योंकि एक पेरेंट कुछ बात कर रहा है और दूसरा पेरेंट कुछ बात कर रहा है। ठीक है। तो घर में हम बच्चे को जब ये बात पता होगी ना कि हमें नहीं, मामा पापा सब एक ही पेज पे हैं, वो हमें उन्हीं की बात माननी है, तो इससे क्या होगा कि आप एक एक बाउंड्री सेट कर रहे हो उनके लिए। ठीक है, उनको आप क्या करें, एक अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट दे रहे हैं। और इससे बच्चे को हमेशा क्लैरिटी रहेगी कि हमारे यही घर के रूल्स हैं और हमें इसको फॉलो करना है, और वो फिर इस दिल उसको ना दिल से अपनाएंगे। राइट, और एक हमारे घर में एक बहुत ही अच्छा और हेल्थी इन्वायरमेंट रहेगा। So I'll end my topic with a beautiful quote. A child life is like a piece of paper on which every person leaves a mark. Like every interaction with a child, whether big or small, shape their personality and self-worth. Whether it comes from a parent, teacher, or even a stranger, each word, action, tone, and behavior leave a lasting impact on child's emotional and psychological development. So speak kindly, act thoughtfully, and listen with understanding. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for your time, attention, and participation today. I really hope you have learned something meaningful and something you can apply in your journey as a parent. And remember, the smallest change in the way we connect with our children can create a biggest difference in their life. So let's be that positive mark in their story. Once again, thank you so much and wishing you all happy, healthy, and heartful parenting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Thank you so much for your helpful contribution and empowering perspective. For all of you, Aisha joined us from Turkey, and we are really grateful for her time because it's a different time in there. So thank you so much, Aisha. You conveyed your message in a really beautiful manner. We are
You're welcome, my
really
dear.
thankful for your time, and thank you so much. So after Aisha, we have our guest of honor with us, Mohammad Ikram. Thank you so much for your time. Mohammad Ikram साहब जो हैं, despite his busy schedule, he has joined us today to share his valuable insight with us. He is Director General at PEMRA with over 27 years of excellence in media regulation and governance. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for being with us today. I know that you are really busy person, but we are honored to have you with us. So would you please give us 10 minutes of your time? It will be really great for us. Muhammad Ikram.
Thank you very much, Zoha,
Yes,
for inviting me. And I would like to thank to Madam Sanam also and the whole team of Yes You Can. You have organized a very wonderful fellowship program, SheNurtures, and I was listening to both of the speakers, especially Ma'am Shavita Tiwari. I also had the chance to attend few of the sessions as a participant of these. One was about emotional alchemy, conducted by Madam Nisha Singh. That was a wonderful session. I had also attended that. I would start with the quote. I would say that when we nurture a mother, we nurture a child, and when we nurture a child, we actually shape a future, and when we shape a future, we actually transform a nation. uh, I'll be a little bilingual because मैं एक दो examples देना चाहता हूँ जो अभी गुफ्तगू की मैडम निशा ने भी की, मैडम ने अभी जो प्रेजेंटेशन दे रही थी उन्होंने भी की इसके हवाले से कि ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है किसी भी मदर का सबसे पहले चीज़ों को समझना, मदर को नर्चर करना, और फिर मदर जो है वो चाइल्ड को नर्चर करती है, और सर्टनली चाइल्ड जो है दैट बिकम पार्ट ऑफ द सोसाइटी और फ्यूचर लीडर बनते हैं उनसे। तो मैं एक दो एग्जांपल से स्टार्ट करना चाहूँगा, जो रियल टाइम एग्जांपल्स जो मेरे से गुजरी है। जो सब गुफ्तगू हो रही है ना, मैं आपको इम्पैक्ट बता रहा हूँ जो मैंने देखा। I was in a seminar, and BS and MS students were attending that seminar, and that seminar was about ethics, especially media ethics. तो बहुत सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने ये गुफ्तगू की, पैनलिस्ट ने, कि आजकल के बच्चों को एथिक्स नहीं है। एक बीएस फाइनलिस्ट का बच्चा था, उसने हैंड रेज किया और उसने क्वेश्चन किया। उसने कहा, सर आप सब पैनलिस्ट ये बताइए हमें एथिक्स देने किसने थे। आई इमीडिएटली रिस्पॉन्डेड कि आपको एथिक्स आपके पेरेंट्स ने देने थे, firstly, and then second was certainly your educational institutions. So I was astonished with his response. He said, sir, parents ने तो हमें पैदा होते ही मोबाइल पकड़ा दिया, just because they didn't wanted के जी they didn't want कि हमारा शोर, हमारा रोना उनको तंग करे और वो अपने काम करते रहें। उन्होंने तो हमें मोबाइल पकड़ा दिया। हमने तो जो एथिक्स लर्न किए हैं वो इस मोबाइल से किए हैं। वट वन थिंग मैं अपनी जाती ऑब्जर्वेशन आपको बता रहा हूँ कि आप बच्चों को नोट कीजिए जो बहुत ज्यादा मोबाइल यूज करते हैं, वो अपनी खुशी का इजहार, अपनी गमी का इजहार, अपने गुस्से का इजहार, अपने इमोशंस का इजहार उस तरह करते हैं जिस तरह के कार्टून या मूवीज या चीजें वो देख रहे होते हैं। दे आर इंस्पायर्ड बाय देम। क्यों? वो वहां से ले रहे हैं नॉलेज, दे आर लर्निंग फ्रॉम दैट। उनको हम नहीं सिखा रहे, बीइंग पेरेंट्स हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है शायद बच्चों को देने के लिए। और फिर वो आपने अक्सर सुना होगा, कहते हैं कि ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स जो होते हैं उनको अपने पोते पोतियां जो हैं, ग्रैंड सन्स ग्रैंड डॉटर्स, बड़े उनको प्यार आता है। वो मुझे ये लगता है, हो सकता है यहाँ भी कोई ग्रैंड पेरेंट हो इस ग्रुप में, मुझे ये लगता है कि उनको शायद उस वक्त अपने बच्चे याद आ रहे होते हैं कि काश जब ये हमारे बच्चे इस तरह छोटे होते तो हमने उनसे इस तरह प्यार किया होता। और वो मिस कर चुके होते हैं ट्रेन, और फिर वो अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स और ग्रैंड सन्स एंड ग्रैंड डॉटर्स पर वो इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे होते हैं। तो ये चीज़ बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप किस तरह अपने बच्चों को शेप करते हैं, क्या चीज़ आप उन्हें सिखाते हैं। दूसरी बात जो मैं करना चाहूँगा, वो मैं करना चाहूँगा कि हमारे यहाँ, हमारी सोसाइटी की, मैं ये पाकिस्तान की बात कर रहा हूँ, माइट बी इट माइट बी ट्रू इन इंडिया एज वेल, कि बच्चा जब छोटा होता है ना, वो क्रॉल करना शुरू करता है, वो चीजों को हाथ लगाना शुरू करता है, कभी वो किसी ग्लास को पकड़ता है, कभी किसी वो बटन को हाथ लगाता है। सो द फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स, जो भी एल्डर बैठा होता है पेरेंट्स में से जो भी बैठा होता है, द फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्स इज नो। ही स्टार्ट लिसनिंग नो फ्रॉम द राइट बिगनिंग ऑफ हिज अंडरस्टैंडिंग एज। और वो नो सुनते सुनते बड़ा होता है, और फिर वो कहीं किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का हेड बन जाता है, वो कहीं मिनिस्टर बन जाता है, वो कहीं प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन जाता है, वो कहीं पॉलिसी मेकर बन जाता है। लेकिन वो नो उसके माइंड से नहीं निकलता है, क्योंकि उसने शुरू में सुना ही वो नो होता है, और वो नो लेके साथ चल रहा होता है, और फिर वो उसी तरह पॉलिसीज और चीजें ट्रांसफॉर्म होती हैं उन चीजों के साथ साथ। बड़ा राइटली मैडम ने पॉइंट आउट किया जेंडर गैप। मैंने ये पॉइंट नोट किया था कि मैं इस पे बात करूंगा, बड़ा राइटली पॉइंट आउट किया। मेरा अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू भी यही है, इट इज नॉट अ जेंडर गैप, इट इज अ लैंग्वेज गैप एक्चुअली। हम उनकी लैंग्वेज, आजकल जेन जी की बहुत बात होती है, जेन जी स्लैंग्स में बात करती है। आज के पेरेंट्स को जेन जी के स्लैंग्स पता ही नहीं है। दे मस्ट लर्न, वो जो बात कर रहे हैं वो क्या बात कर रहे हैं, उसका मतलब क्या है। तो ये बहुत जरूरी चीज हो गई है। फिर दूसरी एक चीज पे मैं आम तौर पे बात करता हूँ, बहुत जगह मैंने बात की है, कि बच्चे जब बड़े हो रहे होते हैं, छोटे से बड़े हो रहे होते हैं, एडोलेसेंस से एज से निकल रहे होते हैं, और वो टीन एज में जा रहे होते हैं और आगे जा रहे होते हैं, उनमें हार्मोनल चेंजेस आ रही होती हैं, मेल्स में भी फीमेल्स में। लेकिन ना पेरेंट्स उन्हें सिखाते हैं, ना मदर बेटी को सिखाती है, ना बाप बेटे को सिखाता है कि आप में ये जो चेंजेस आ रही हैं, ये इसकी क्या वजह है, और आपने किस तरह अपना ख्याल रखना है, हाउ टू डील विद इट। तो जब आप नहीं सिखाएंगे, फिर वो कहीं से तो सीखेगा। फिर वो कहाँ से सीखेगा? फिर वो बाहर से सीखेगा, सोसाइटी से सीखेगा, मुआशरे से सीखेगा। फिर जो वो उसे सिखा देगा मुआशरा, वो उस के पर काम करने लग जाएगा। और फिर हम बात करते हैं कि हमारे फलां के बच्चे को ये नहीं पता और फलां के बच्चे को वो नहीं पता है। इस्लाम के अंदर आई वुड से एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात की जाती है कि माँ के कदमों के तले जन्नत है, और बाप जन्नत का दरवाजा है। तो दोनों को इतनी इंपॉर्टेंस दी गई है। लेकिन ये कौन से माँ बाप होंगे? क्या हर माँ के कदमों के तले जन्नत है? क्या हर बाप जन्नत का दरवाजा है? क्या पहले उसने अपने आप को इस काबिल बनाया है कि उसके पाँव के नीचे जन्नत हो, उसका वो खुद जन्नत का दरवाजा बने? तो ये बड़ी जरूरी बात है जो मैडम श्वेता ने भी की, कि खुद लर्न करें सबसे पहले हम लोग। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। फिर अगर मैं थोड़ा सा इसको लिंक कर सकूं, इस बात को, मैं इस टॉपिक पे खास तौर पे बात करता हूँ वीमेन एम्पावरमेंट पे, जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस के ऊपर और जेंडर इक्वलिटी के ऊपर मैं खासा सेशंस अटेंड भी करता हूँ, एज ए स्पीकर भी जाता हूँ। इट इज़ अ डीप रूटेड इशू। और ये कहाँ से शुरू होता है? ये इशू ये घर से शुरू होता है, ये तरबियत से शुरू होता है। क्या हम अपने बच्चों को, बेटों को, बेटियों को ये तरबियत दे रहे हैं कि औरत की इज्जत करनी है, उसको एम्पावर करना है, उसके साथ वायलेंस नहीं करनी है? वायलेंस के क्या हो सकते हैं, फॉर्म्स हो सकती हैं वायलेंस की? और आजकल तो टेक्नोलॉजिकली बेस्ड फैसिलिटेटेड वायलेंस जो आ गई है, उसमें तो सेंस ही खत्म हो गई है कि वायलेंस किसको कहना है। और मैं बड़ा हैरान हो रहा होता हूँ कि वो चीजें जो हमारे बचपन में, जो हम बचपन में थे, और हमारे बचपन में, आजकल आप हार्ट सेंड करते हैं, आप इमोजीज सेंड करते हैं, अपने इमोशंस डिस्क्राइब करते हैं डिजिटली। इसी तरह वायलेंस भी डिजिटली हम सब लोग कर रहे होते हैं। तो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस। और हमें ये जो पेट्रियार्की सिस्टम है ना, पेट्रियार्कल नोशंस हैं, जो शुरू से एक चीज लेके चली जाती है, मेल डोमिनेंट सोसाइटी है और ये है और वो है, इसको समझना होगा। मैं कल का एक वाक्य आपको बताऊं। आई वाज टॉकिंग टू अ फादर, हिज 18 years old daughter was having a severe kidney pain, and she unfortunately diagnosed kidneys in जो थी स्टोन्स, जो थे किडनी स्टोन्स जो थे इन बोथ द किडनीज. So she was in pain, certainly. The stones were moving, but the father was saying, "Oh, छोड़ें जी, ये औरतें ऐसे ही शोर मचाती." I immediately asked that man that whether you have gone through this pain, whether you have ever gone through this pain, this kidney pain, which your daughter is, you know, going through. So he said, no. I said, how then? How you can understand her pain? And how you straight away said that, ये ऐसे ही शोर मचाती है? So you need, जो empathy है ना, put your feet in others shoes and understand, ये बहुत important है। ये male to female and female to male and parents to child and child to parents. This is very important thing, that empathetic considerations जो हैं, ये बच्चों को सिखाने की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है, तो ट्रेनिंग हमने उनको देनी है। अगर अच्छा शहरी बनाना है, सिविक सेंस भी हमने उनको देनी है, बीइंग पेरेंट्स। आज हम ये जो कुछ दुनिया इस वक्त भुगत रही है, ये ह्यूमन एक्शंस का नतीजा ही है। खा वो क्लाइमेट चेंज की शक्ल में हो, खा वो प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन की शक्ल में हो, खा अनइक्वलिटीज की शक्ल में हो, खा जेंडर बेस्ड वायलेंस की शक्ल में हो, ह्यूमन एक्शंस हैं। ह्यूमन एक्शंस वॉम्बिंग से स्टार्ट होते हैं, और फिर इसमें फादर्स का रोल भी उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना मदर्स का रोल है। और मैं बहुत अच्छा मुझे लगा, मैं देख रहा हूँ बहुत सारे मेल्स, दे आर अटेंडिंग द सेशन। आई वुड से कि जी आप इस तरह के सेशंस फादर्स के लिए भी कीजिए, ये दोनों पेरेंट्स के लिए कीजिए, खाली मदर्स नहीं, फादर्स को भी अपना रोल प्ले करना है। दोनों पहिए चलते होते हैं, सही चलते हैं तो गाड़ी चलती है। अगर एक भी पहिया काम नहीं कर रहा है तो गाड़ी नहीं चल सकती है। वी शुड नॉट बी होली सोली डिपेंडेंट, या हम सारी जिम्मेदारी माओ पर नहीं डालें। फादर्स हैव अ रोल टू प्ले एज वेल, उन्होंने भी अपना एक किरदार अदा करना है। सो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है मेरे लिए कि दोनों को साथ लेके चला जाए, और ऐसी बातें मर्द हजरात के साथ भी की जाएं, उनको भी बताया जाए कि किस तरह उन्होंने जो है वो करना है। मैं बस अपना एक शेर पे इख्तिताम करता हूँ। दो चीज़ें हैं, एक तो आप बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, और इसको एडमायर करने के लिए मैं ये कहूँगा कि फराज ने एक बहुत अच्छा शेर कहा, और मैं अक्सर ये शेर पढ़ता हूँ कि हमें ये बातें करते रहना चाहिए, और हमें एक दूसरे को एजुकेट करने की और एक दूसरे से सीखने की कोशिश करते रहना चाहिए। फराज ने कहा है कि शिकवे जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर था अपने हिस्से की कोई शम्मा जलाते जाते। तो ये जो शम्मा आप जला रहे हैं, ये पे बैक करेगी जरूर। एक ने, दो ने, चार ने भी कुछ अच्छी बात ले ली, सो आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन होगा सोसाइटी के अंदर। एंड सेकेंडली आई वुड से उन लोगों के लिए ये मैं कह रहा हूँ जो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं पेरेंटिंग को, जो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं मदरहुड को, जो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देते हैं चाइल्ड नर्सरिंग को, मदर नर्सरिंग को, कि जिन्हें हकीर समझकर बुझा दिया तूने, वही चिराग जलेंगे तो रोशनी होगी, वही चिराग जलेंगे तो रोशनी होगी। सो लेट्स continue contributing. Thank you very much for providing me the opportunity and giving me the time to speak on this August forum. I really appreciate all of you. I really congratulate all the participants on successful completion of this 6-week fellowship program and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। हमें बहुत खुशी हुई कि आपने हमें अपना वक्त दिया और हमें ज्वाइन किया मेहमानी खुसूसी। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर विजडम एंड योर पर्सपेक्टिव। वी आर रियली हैप्पी फॉर योर टाइम एंड फॉर योर वर्ड्स। थैंक यू सो मच सर। उम्मीद है कि आपके लिए ये पूरी जो लर्निंग हमारी है उसमें से आपको भी कुछ समझ आया होगा, एंड हमारा मकसद जो है वो भी आप तक कन्वे हुआ होगा। एंड डेफिनेटली वी आर गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन योर सजेशन। वी आर गोइंग टू conduct sessions for the fathers as well, because it's really important that both parents should contribute. So we are going to work on that as well. Thank you so much sir. Thank you so much for joining us as a guest of honor.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। थैंक यू इकराम साहब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और एक रिक्वेस्ट है हमारी, जो हमारे टीम मेंबर्स हैं यस यू कैन के, इफ़ यू कैन ज्वाइन द लाइव सेशन फ्रॉम यूट्यूब, बिकॉज हमारे कुछ जो स्पीकर्स हैं, क्योंकि जूम का जो 100 का होता है वो फुल हो गया है, तो दे आर अनएबल टू ज्वाइन अस। हमारे जो टीम मेंबर्स हैं, लाइक वी हैव आयजा, सिकंदर एंड मैनी अदर्स, यू कैन डायरेक्टली ज्वाइन अस फ्रॉम यूट्यूब, वी आर लाइव देयर, ताकि वो एक स्लॉट खाली हो और हमारे पास ट्रेनर्स जो हैं वो ज्वाइन कर सके।
Right. I'm joining there. Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग।
Thank you so much. So after Sir, we had Manaza Tariq, but I think so she is unable to join right now. So we are going to
Zoha,
move.
she is with us. Zoha,
Okay,
she is
thank you.
with us.
That is perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Manaza. I'm really sorry I was not able to see you. Thank you so much. Manaza Tariq is basically she's a psychologist, educationist, and also founder of Wisdom Garden. She's like really good at her work, and also she had a session with us as well. Thank you so much, Manaza. I hope that you are able to unmute yourself. The floor is yours. You can continue.
Thank you very much. All right. So, beginning with, what if your child spills water over the floor and you say, ugh. And as soon as you turn to go, to grab something to come and clean it up, and when you come back, you see that your child is already on the floor and, playing with the water, and you say, oh, kya musibat hai? Get up, go away, let me just clean it. And you quickly start cleaning it up. The child, what does the child feel? What do you think you did? Could you take out a moment and just reflect before you react? Before the first you say, could you just stop for just a second and just reflect before you utter anything, before another thought comes to your mind? So basically, what does the child want? The child, it's very basic. The child wants to explore. An accident happened, the water spilled. The child wants to now, the next instinct of the child is to explore. And this is natural. It's part of development. A 2-year-old, a toddler, wants to explore. He has some sensory needs that need to be fulfilled. A child wants to touch everything. The child wants to taste everything. The child is driven towards colors. This is natural. But what did you do? And what about the spilling of the water? Just an accident. Does not mean that you need to embarrass the child. You need to punish the child. You need to scold the child. It's just something that happened. What about cleaning? Now, the cleaning of the spillage needs to become a bonding time between the parent and the child. It needs to become a learning process for the child. It needs to be a time when the parent basically teaches the child and has certain learning outcomes. Obviously, as a lay person and as a parent, the parent isn't always thinking like we do when we do research, when we do documentations. We write down learning objectives. We physically document it. As a parent, you don't do that, but doesn't mean that you don't reflect. When you start reflecting, automatically with the passage of time and with practice, without any documentation, learning objectives start to be developed, right? And you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing at a particular time. What about after that? So you clean with the child, you teach the child how to clean. The child learns that there are consequences when something happened. Now, this is something that is part of it. It has to happen. Once a mess is made, it has to be cleaned up. What next? Have to wash hands. The child touched the floor. Again, another learning process. You have to go, you have to wash your hands. What is hygiene? Why do you have to do it? It becomes a learning process for a 2-year-old, let alone be a 2-year-old and be a 1-year-old. A 1-year-old even learns. If you talk about 1-year-old, 7-month-old learns. It's all about how much importance you're giving to the thing, to the child, how you're speaking to the child, what you're saying to the child, and how you're doing that. Are you giving enough respect to the child? Are you treating the child in a way that you're treating him like an adult? Basically means you're giving him enough respect that he starts thinking, yes, that means I am capable of doing it. It means you're empowering the child. Children basically, they need the love of the parents, but not only love, they also require the presence of the parent. But what kind of presence do they require? They require mindful presence of the parent. And by mindful presence, we mean that parents need to be there to ensure that the children feel that they are physically and emotionally present with them at all times. So I am physically present for you when you need me, but I am also emotionally present for you when you require that. A child needs to feel. It is something that we should do as parents, that whenever our child is in distress, they should feel that we are there for them. They can depend on us. We will provide them with a solution to their problems. And with the passage of time, the children learn to solve their problems by themselves by learning it from how we were responding. Obviously, if our response is in itself negative, ultimately the children learn to adopt negative responses to emotions, behaviors, actions, circumstances, situations themselves as well. So the child needs to feel that my parent is emotionally also present there for me. And it is our duty as parents to teach them right from wrong, good from bad, how to respect. This is our responsibility as a parent. I'm going to give you another example, a quick example. I came across a child, I came across a family actually, and I saw there was a 10-year-old, and she was crying, and she was throwing a tantrum, like, for example, like a 2-year-old does. Okay, but she was a 10-year-old child, and she was throwing a tantrum like a 2-year-old, and she was screaming. Sorry? Hello? Yes, so she was screaming and she was shouting and she was screaming at the top of her lungs, and her mother was there, and she was just quietly sitting beside her. I kept on noticing and noticing and noticing, and what I realized was that the mother is not responding to the child at all. She's physically present over there, but she's mentally not there, and she doesn't know emotionally what to do with the child. And the child is just shouting and shouting and shouting and shouting. Well, at the end of it, I went to the mother and I asked, what is the problem? The mother said that it's my fault. I had committed to her that I'll take her for ice cream between 3 to 5. So I said, well, it is 3:30. So why is your child, and why aren't you answering to the child? She said, well, she's not listening. It's 3:30, but so I had committed 3 to 5. And the mother said, I said to the child, I said out loud, actually, I didn't say to the child, I just said out loud, okay. And she said, we have to go somewhere at 5 o'clock. So I don't know what to do now. The mother said, I don't know what to do now. I said, how about it is 3:30 right now, and you have to go somewhere at 5. So how about you take your child for ice cream at 4:30? And I said it out loud, and the mother agreed, and she said, yeah, that is possible. And the child just, became quiet, and she quietly just, she just became quiet, and the thing was settled. But the thing is, sometimes, unfortunately, the parents don't know what to do, and they have not set any boundaries, and they're not mindfully there. And it creates a lot of confusion and a lot of long-standing problems in children. So love, care, and boundaries is all that children need. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Manaza. Thank you so much for your insight and for beautifully highlighting the importance of presence, empathy, and emotional safety in caregiving. We are extremely grateful for the light you bring to this conversation. I hope that you are having great time here. Thank you so much, Manaza. Up next, we have Shafia Rafiq. Shafia is educationist, author, and childcare business management expert dedicated to empowering parents and educators for holistic child development. Shafia is also a childcare coach, so we are excited to have her with us today. Please unmute yourself and share your thoughts with us. Shafia Rafiq.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and hi. I hope I'm audible and you can hear me all.
Yes, we can.
All right. So happy to join you guys here today, and I welcome everyone today. I have been listening to so many brilliant speakers today, and it's inspiring to see that parenting is finally taking a front seat, with more people becoming aware of the importance of conscious parenting. Well, having already introduced, I'm an ECT expert and parenting childcare coach. For years, my work has revolved around nurturing young minds, guiding parents, and shaping early years experiences. But you know what? Today, I'm not going to talk about anything from that. Today, I'm here to talk about my motherhood experience. Motherhood gave me a new lens to see everything I had studied in practice. It wasn't just theory anymore. It was my own children, my own home, my own everyday moments. So I began to witness firsthand how ECD awareness can influence not just milestones, but the way a child thinks, feels, and grows, which is very important, you see. And today, I want to share that journey, how the science of early childhood and the love of mother came together to shape my children's life and personality. So I'm very excited today, and I was just gathering my thoughts that what I did with my children, and it's very important to share the live examples, living examples of ECD, so we can contribute better. So I believe the parents are the first classroom for the children. You see, and no, and everyone here, I'm sure, because you have been conducted so many sessions, so everyone here knows the power of the early years. So we cannot underestimate the role of fathers in child's life. Please don't judge me that I'm just going to talk about motherhood today because I want to share my experience. But as the previous speaker said, that we cannot neglect the importance of father's role, and I'm sure we can't. But they are also the pillar and support and role models. But today I share my lens as a mother, an early childhood educator, and a parenting coach. Small, consistent acts of love, patience, and presence create the magic that models a child into confident, kind, and capable human being. So, as you know, ECD, early childhood development, is not just about, or early childhood education is not just about ABC and numbers. It's about emotional intelligence. So many participants already spoke about it. It's about social skills, reasoning, resilience, and as we know that 90% of brain develops at the age of 3 or before the age of 5. So the early years are when children are most open and curious, and we must address those years. What we say, how we react, and the environment we create becomes their lifelong friends. So let me share my motherhood journey with you. I'm very excited about it. I'm blessed with two wonderful children, Alhamdulillah. My son, he is 19 years old, and my daughter is 14. And as many of the, I was just reading the comments that many of the participants said that we're not understanding your Urdu language or Hindi language because across the world people have joined us. So that's why I'm strictly doing it in English so everyone understands. So this journey is very lovely to me, and I hope once I'm going to share with you, you're going to enjoy it too. So as I said, my son is 19 now, and my daughter is 14. They are bright, balanced, and brilliant children, mashallah, not just in academics, but in their personality and values. This journey is proof that intentional, present parenting in the early years shape their entire life. How? That's the point I'm going to share with you, that how we can do it. See, there is very scattered information across the internet. We have to gather that information into a systematic order and process our brains in such a manner that we know how child development works. And that's where I'm going to share my journey. My first step was the observation. Every child has their own pace and passions. I learned to watch closely before reacting, understanding that excites them, what frustrates them. Instead of imposing my expectations on my children, I gave them space to think, reason, and choose, which helped building confidence and problem solving skills. And you know what? Respect over blind obedience is very important. In my home, I always valued, uh, respect is valued more than obedience. My husband and me together, we decided that we don't want to tell our children to blindly be obedient. but to reason, think, and respect what they're thinking, and then intervene where it is needed. I listen to their perspective before, you see, guiding them. This taught them that their voice matters. Disagreement is okay, and disagreement can be resolved respectfully. This is very important, very, very important when you're creating your bond with your child. Then I have noticed that I'm a calm mother, patient mother. Parenting is a lifelong relationship, not a race that one day you're going to teach your child one thing, and the second day you're trying to teach your child the other thing, and all of a sudden, learning and unlearning is happening, you see. So children mirror what they see. As Dr. Shweta said, that we have to become what you want your child to become, you see. So children mirror what they see. Anger breeds anger, patience breeds patience. Even on tough days, I remember that I aim to respond with calmness and empathy. And empathy is everything, trust me. And one more important thing, which everybody ignores, and this is my point of view, I'm sharing, that we don't celebrate our children's struggles. We celebrate children's achievements. So I believe we celebrated not only achievements, but all the efforts. Learning to cycle after many falls, when my son used to try to, learn cycling. I always told him that attempt.
I'm really sorry. I'm going to mute him. You may
I'm
continue.
sorry. I think somebody's mic is. All right. Should I carry on?
Yes, please.
All right. So, for example, when my son started learning cycle and he fall down many times in childhood, I always told him that it's the effort which matters, and you will learn end of the day. And when my daughter tried to learn new recipe and failing into it, but I celebrated those small victories which shaped resilience, that it's okay if you haven't done it this time, you will be able to. Next time, let's try it together. It's the everyday struggle that builds strong character. We need to understand this thing. And one more thing I have observed while bringing up my children, everyday life as a classroom. We need to understand the life is a classroom. It's not just the classroom, but everyday life is a classroom. See, cooking taught measurements and teamwork. Grocery shopping taught budgeting and decision making. Gardening taught patience and responsibility. Life itself is the greatest teacher, you see. So we do not need our children to be learning 24/7. They learn from their environment and surroundings also. So as a mother, my takeaways, and for the other mothers, I'm sharing some takeaways with you, that be present and intentional. Your presence is very, very important. Your positive presence is very, very important. Observe, listen, and guide. Observe, listen, and guide with respect. You need to give a respect to your child. I have learned this from my children. Celebrate efforts, not just the victories. Let them make mistakes and learn. Do not scold them all the time. That's how you raise respectful, confident, and compassionate human beings. And at the end, I would only say that today my son and daughter are not only good students, but good human beings. The first classroom is not a room, it's the warmth of a mother's embrace. The lessons taught there shape the world. So, well, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk at this platform and share my motherhood journey. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Shafia. Thank you so much for offering your wisdom with such grace and sincerity. Your perspective on holistic child development encourage parents and educators alike to promote environment where children feel supported, valued, and be able to flourish. So we are truly grateful for the care and expertise you shared with us today. Thank you so much again, Shafia. So now please welcome Ms. Sadaf Rabbani. She's a speaker with clear and empowering voice on nurturing self-love and boundaries. Sadaf, we are eager to hear from you. So please unmute yourself.
Yes, please. Am I audible to the audience?
Yes, you are.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much, Zoha and Sanam and Dr. Shweta. I love you too, and I've been listening to all the speakers here. Almost all topics or concerned areas have been discussed here. And I'm honored to be a part of this panel. Yes, meanwhile, I was listening to everybody. I was taking my tidbits, from everybody's points so that I can, add to whatever they were saying. And I made 3 sections. I mean, there were certain points that I wrote from the child's perspective. There were certain points that I wrote from the parents' perspective. And there were certain points that I wrote from the teacher's perspective. So I'll go accordingly. We had people talking here about the children problems. Yes, children are born with a behavioral lack of behavior. They learn from our adults. They learn from the people around them, the people who nurture them, the people who care for them. And it's just like a monkey's child, monkey see, monkey do. Whatever the adults behave, whatever the facial expression they carry with them, whatever body languages they are projecting towards the child, when a child is in need, or when a child is asking for some support, or when a child needs some warmth and care, the facial expressions, the body language, everything counts a lot, because children by the age of 2 or 2.5 years, they're unable to speak, or they're not able to comprehend whatever they want to say in words. So what they do is maximum for their communication, or they want to tell us what they want to share, or what do they want. They use their body and they use their facial expressions to express how they feel. So I think as per adults, children are way more smarter emotionally, because they're very good observers. When it comes to observation, what my experience is for all these years working with the teachers and the children and the parents, I see that there is a phrase very commonly used, that children observe the adults around them. My experience says, instead of being observed, they are actually absorbing the behavior from the adults and whatever is happening around, because children at that age are very vulnerable. They don't know what is right and what is wrong. Just like one of the speakers, she said, she shared her presentation, and there was a question that will the child in the jungle be able to figure out what is right and what is wrong? Of course not, because there is nothing, or there's nobody, no human interaction there to tell the child that you can do this. The child is going to learn on his own, by his own experiences, whatever they're going to be. So we need to understand that whatever we are doing is going to happen, is going to reflect us back. If we are ignoring our children, now from science perspective, I read a research recently which says that if we ignore our children for 1 week, for no matter what reason, the recovery period of that 1 week ignorance is approximately 1 year. So if we are conscious parents, yes, somebody was asking here for a book. So I also have a book here. It says The Conscious Parent. I would recommend it to all the parents here, that this is a must read for all the parents, because this book has given me a lot of insight of what parenting actually is. And unconsciously, yes, by medical reason, by being a parent, we know that we have this responsibility of our children to raise them. But the day our child is born, we become the parent the very same day. So just like the child is new to the world, we are also new to this feeling of being a parent, of being an adult who has to take care 24/7 of this little child. And all the relationships. Parenting is a combination of fathering and mothering and grandparenting and sistering and brothering and the teachers, everybody. It's a word, it's an action word, parenting. We have to do certain actions to prove that we are a parent. If we are biologically parent, that is enough to just tell in the documents, yeah, this child belongs to me, he or she shares my DNA. But actually, the way you nurture the child, and absolutely rightly said by some of our speakers, that the people who are nurturing them, the mothers, the teachers, they all need to be on the same platform or on the same lines of taking care of the children. If a mother is taking care of children with her whole heart and soul, the teacher or the person taking care of the child has to put her or his heart and soul in it as well. The child, the human brain is also consisted of the masculine brain and the feminine brain. Everything in nature around us has a 50% contribution of the female gender and a 50% contribution of the male gender. If you look at the animal kingdom, it's the same. Mothers give birth or they lay eggs or whatever their offspring is, and the father is equally responsible to take care and nurture the child. Not only feed the child, but nurture and protect the child. But here in our society, here in Pakistan, I'm quite sure in India as well, that there are challenges that parents and the father and the mother, they have confined roles now, maybe because of the socio-economical problems. The fathers are working now recently from the last 25, 30 years, we can see there are so many mothers also now going to work. They are leaving their children with the teachers or with the caregivers, whoever they are. Now, if these caregivers and these teachers are not enriched with the same values or norms the parents would like to see in their children, they at least there will be a contrast, a contradiction. The children will not be on the same page and they will feel ignored. And children, they are very, very clever to figure out what is right and wrong from our gestures and our behaviors. So these such children, they also learn how to deceive, how to lie, because they're also grabbing all these negative things around them. And in the end, when we see our child lying or saying doing something which we do not expect him or her to do, the first question we ask is, where did you learn this from? Obviously, it was from all the adults they were around them. So we need to very much be conscious that what we are doing, every child around us is, a child's brain is like a magnet, every single behavior is just, getting stick to the mind. Another point that I wrote here, that when I was doing my PhD research, I met so many teachers, I did a lot of interviews, and from my data set of 517 teachers, 89% of them, the ones who were trained for early years, they said that after training, we need more support. Not the support from the textbook knowledge. We learn the curriculum, we learn the practices, but what we need support is that when we are teaching children or when we are in the classroom of 30, 35, 40 children, every child has a different set of needs. When we are dealing with these children after being trained, we need emotional support. We need motivational support. We need somebody to come and listen to us. We feel burnout. We feel frustrated. So in that context, I also am doing some online free workshops. If anybody would like to join that on my platform, I have recently conducted a workshop for procrastination. I have also done a workshop for confidence. And recently, yesterday, I had a workshop for emotional awareness. Teachers need all these skills as well, because most of our teachers here, I don't know about the global issue, but the situation mostly. But in Pakistan, most of the female or early year teachers are the ones who have qualified themselves in different subjects, but they do not have the educational degree. So I would like to, make this a point that if you have selected a school, or at least you are selecting a caretaker for your children, make sure that that person has the basic understanding of what childhood is, what are the childhood demands, and especially in the era of AI, when we have replaced real family experiences with virtual families, children are declining with all those human aspect elements. And mostly we see that children have increased, earlier students especially, they have increased in their tantrums, they have increased in their meltdowns, and there are a lot of breakdowns as well. And parents and teachers are unfamiliar with these three different type of behaviors. So there are a lot of behavioral issues that we see in the classrooms and at home as well. So parenting is very, very important. Schools and teachers have the responsibility to educate the parents as well, because the parenting we had has completely changed. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta has completely changed all the philosophies and all the theories we have learned so far. So we have to start from, from zero again, that how to deal and treat with these children. So thank you very much. It is a wonderful session. I'm also learning a lot of things and I've noted down a lot of points here. So thank you, Sanam, once again. Thank you, Zoha. Thank you, Dr. Shweta. It was lovely to talk here with all these people, wonderful people around, and I'm looking forward to listen to the rest of the speakers as well and learn something new for myself as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sada, for your powerful and heartfelt reminder for like self-love and healthy boundaries. Your words encourage us to honor emotional well-being and approach life with confidence, clarity. We are grateful for the strength and inspiration you have brought to this space today. Thank you so much. So before we move to our next speaker, I would like to ask our fellow Javeria Nasir to share her experience of this fellowship, like something which she have learned from this whole 6 weeks fellowship. So Javeria, can you please unmute yourself and share a few words with us if it is possible for you? If Javeria, you are unable to do that, I would like to ask Aiza. Aiza is also with us. She also completed her whole fellowship. We have Aiza, Urva, Arbia, anybody can unmute and just share their experience with us before we move to our next speaker.
Zoha ma'am, I can?
Yes, you can, Aiza.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible to us.
Hi everyone, I am Iza Shamshad and I want to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to Ma'am Sanam Hussain, Dr. Shavita and Dr. Rajeshri for giving me this beautiful and truly life-changing opportunity through this fellowship. Through this entire journey, it was not just about learning, but also about truly transforming. I did not just gain knowledge, but I applied it in my daily life. Throughout each session, Ma'am Shweta's always shared her beautiful and powerful words, love you, bless you, and thank you, along with the mirror technique and even the simple act of hugging myself. These practices became true game changers for me, and the Dr. Rajeshri insights on the importance of emotional quotient really opened my eyes to how deeply emotions shape our lives and leaderships. This program focused on motherhood, childhood, and parenting made me realize how these foundations of love and care shape not only our personal growth but also the way we nurture future generation. I am so thankful for every moment of this fellowship. I truly recommend it every woman who wants to grow from within and make a positive difference in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Isaac. It's so nice of you. Thanks so much for sharing your words with us. Um, we have our next speaker, Muhammad Muslim. He is a speaker whose strength lies in quiet wisdom and meaningful guidance. Muhammad Muslim is an Islamic education philosopher dedicated to promoting knowledge, values, and ethical guidance through faith-based learning. So, Muhammad Muslim, if you are with us, kindly unmute yourselves. We are honored to hear from you, and we would love to hear from you now. So can you please unmute yourself if you are with us? Muhammad Muslim. Okay, I think so. He is not with us currently. We are going to call him after someone else. So Hafiz Amir Saab, are you with us? I'm not sure whether they are with us or not currently. So let's move to someone else who is here. I see Sarah Noman. So Sarah Noman is assistant professor and a beacon of emotional intelligence and healing centered leadership and a beacon of uh, like healing centered leadership. So I would like to learn from her today. Sarah Noman, could you please unmute yourself and start speaking? Let's see what you are going to share with us today and with our beautiful participants. Sarah Noman, I see you here, but I don't know if I'm audible or not. Yeah, thank you so much. Sarah,
Assalamualaikum.
thank you
Yes,
so much.
am
You
I
can
audible?
kindly- Yes, you are audible.
Okay, yes. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity provided to me to speak in this forum. I would like to share my views with reference to the motherhood, the womanhood aspect. And I think it's a very, very good opportunity. The She Nurtures, the aspect of understanding that womanhood is actually based on the nurturance. And the nurturance doesn't come with only the motherhood aspects. It's not only the psychological aspects or the emotional aspect. Nurturance is about the physical, psychological, social, intellectual, financial, each and every aspect. And as I have the background with, I would say, home economics, and after home economics, getting into the specialization of human development and family studies, what I have understood and what I can, I would say, promote is a strong community, a strong support system. The way we are right now focusing on teaching the girls, the women, how to be more competent, how to take care of themselves so that they can take better care of their children. I think it is also more important to inculcate, to include more and more men into this system, to uh, help them understand the importance of nurturance for women. The women cannot completely do it for themselves, by themselves. There have to be a good family support system, a community support system. And it we are currently taking it, dealing with it in terms of, I would say, trying to educate the individuals. But I think more and more policies should come in, more and more social support systems should come in. Um, the changing system that we have right now, for example, the more and more women are getting out in the work field to again nurture themselves. It's not just getting out in the field to work, is not just financial independence. It's also to have something to own, a meaning of life that is beyond the family, that is beyond the home, utilizing their abilities, utilizing their skills so that they can feel more fulfilled in terms of their emotional, intellectual way as well. But when a woman gets out of the home, they also need more support, not just from the family, but also from the system. And I believe that there should be more and more support system in the community, in policy level. For example, right now, what I feel is there is a lot less childcare opportunities. For example, we do focus, and there is also another what I would say, importance that the mother should spend. Yes, definitely, the first 1,000 years are very important. Early childhood care is very, very important. But we also have to understand that this is not, if this particular responsibility is given completely to one woman, that is the mother, that is a disaster. The mother also needs, the child needs pretty much 24/7 care. The mother cannot provide that complete 24/7 care, and she needs a full support system at home. Now there is more, I would say, nuclear setups. Even in joint family setups, there would be another chaos. What the woman wants, one woman is focusing, one woman has learned in that whole joint system, the mother has learned something new. The mother has learned a lot of things, how the development should be done and things like that. But the rest of the joint family is not on the same path, is not on the same stage of learning. They might be a little higher or lower or something, and there would be clashes. So I think there should be more and more child care support provided. And with proper, I would say, training should be inculcated. And I think being a Muslim, that is also that should be understood as a more with an Islamic background, with a historical background as well, because Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had spent his early year days under the care of Bibi Halima, away from his mother. So it's like it is that his own development of that early years is the example, the healthy environment, the better caregiver, a healthy caregiver, a more productive environment is important, where the child can learn more than what his or her mother might be know, or the child can get into a more healthy environment. So I think we should focus. There is an immense need at this point, especially that the government, the policymakers should step in, introduce child care certificate programs, or the tools that we have. They should incorporate more and more institutions, more and more experts who can design, who can develop, who can help implement the certificate programs for the child care workers, and let the people, let the community know that yes, we want healthy, we want psychologically, socially, emotionally well developed next generation, who they are our priority, they are our future. So we should invest in them, we should invest in those who are caring for it. I would at this moment I would also like to introduce some of the steps that we are taking. Like one of my as I am teaching the specialization of human development and family studies in Institute of Home Economics. So my students are working on different areas of early childhood development, family studies, parenting, these areas. And one of my students is also has recently started an app. She's working on app and building a community to help guide the parents with the community name, the app name Tifil, the startup. And we are trying to build up, develop, I would say, most some tools that should be available to the mothers of this era. The child development apps, tracking systems, the mothers who are connected, the mothers right now who are on the digital platform, who have, I would say, the mothers who are connected, the mothers who have an immense attention, outburst of information right now, for example. So they do need more and more of the right expert, tailored advice, customized advice for their children, so that they can fulfill their needs. They can be more nurturing to themselves. They can focus on their maternal health, as well as in return, with a full complete vessel, can serve, can help care their children as well. So this is basically some points that I like to share. And I'm again grateful for this opportunity. SheNurtures is a very wonderful platform, very nice initiative. I think this should be repeated. This should be extended more and more, so that more mothers, more women, more, and not just mothers and women, but also extended to men, so that they also know how to take care of the women in their families, in their lives. And thank you so much. This is from me.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much for your beautiful and grounded insights. We are truly grateful for your time. And now Hafiz Amr Saab is finally with us, so let's move to him. So thank you so much for joining us, Hafiz Amr Saab. He is CEO and founder of the Organization for Access to Quality, and a master instructor specializing in management, organizational development, and impactful public speaking. So we look forward to hearing from you, Hafiz Saab. Thank you so much. Please unmute yourself and start.
Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Thank you so much, Ms. Zoha, and thank you so much, Ms. Sanam Hussain, and the whole team of Yes We Can Do organization. आप सबका बहुत शुक्रिया for inviting me in this precious gathering. And before me, most of the honorable speakers, they discussed the She Nurtures theme, and it's all about the mothers, and obviously most of the things that they have been already covered. Ms. Zoha, can you please confirm, am I clearly audible?
Yes, you are. You can continue.
Okay, Jazakallah khair kathir. As Zoha introduced me, she introduced me very well. Anyways, myself Amir Zaib, Hafiz Amir Zaib, and I belong to KPK. And as you people are working in this holy cause education, especially the mother education, who are providing us the foundation for the humanity, for the social development, for overall humanity. So as the name has been selected by Yes We Can organization, She Nurtures. So as I'm working in education on different in various topics, so the most favorite topic and the most favorite area that I would like to contribute, that is early childhood education and development. And we are working uh, in this field since long, almost 12 to 15 years. And these days we are providing some different courses as well on this topic in this area. Anyways, thank you so much once again. And I would like to share a few things about the mother that she nurtures. Uh, in Islam, we believe that, and we have been taught that mother is the first madrasa in school for a child. And as early childhood is an era, an important era for the development of a child, and it's research based that the first 25 years of a kid are very much important, and it affects almost 85% of personality development on a human being. So it's very much important, and the importance of these 5 years, which almost the kid spend in with the mother. That's why the mother is bound, or the mother has the responsibility to nurture the kid at this level. The first 5 years, even the pre-birth era, is also important for the development of a kid. But specifically after very birth, the first moment till to 5 to 6 years, this is the era, this is the period where we nourish, we develop the overall personality of a child. So that's why obviously we cannot regret, or we cannot ignore this stage. Normally, it has been observed that at this stage, the mothers or the parents consider the kid as kid. Like we say, अभी तो बच्चा है, अभी तो इसकी उम्र ही कोई नहीं, ये ना समझ है. At this stage, we consider him or her very much, that she or he doesn't know anything. But at this stage, their nervous system is too faster than the adults. Their observation power, which has been given by the Almighty Allah, very much important, very much powerful. All the things take place at this stage. The first thing that I would like to share that is, according to the Erickson theory, at the age of birth till to 2.5 or 3 years, the students, the kids, he or she gains trust or mistrust. Like at this stage, these two things take place, trust or mistrust. So if in the very first 2.5 to 3 years, the kid uh, gain trust. So it develops step by step in the upcoming years, and it promotes the kid towards the autonomy, to the initiative, and step by step, it carries the person till to the 65 plus years even, that that then that the person that is generativity, he feels something, that he does or he did something for the community, for himself, for the family, and normally he or she shares his achievements, whatever she or he received or achieved in the life, in the life he spent in the community. बहरहाल इसमें वही चीज होती है, if the mistrust is developed unfortunately at the age of infancy till to 3 years, then that mistrust leads that kid towards the shyness, the shame, and confusion. So all the time, as he's grown up and he even became a mature personality, he feels very much empty in his life. He has nothing to contribute, almost you may say, and he normally he doesn't like intimation with the people. He doesn't like to be with the persons, with the people around him or her. It means that the very first 5 years are very much important. And obviously, it's understood that the first 5 years the kid spend with the mother. If mother nourish him or her, then the whole life, the upcoming life, will be nourished and he will be a successful person. And for this, as we go back and we just put a glance on the history, and we pick out the most famous, the most successful, and the great person, who is Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. The very first 5 years, from birth to 5 years, he spends these 5 years with his foster mother, Bibi Halima Raziallahu anha. And if we put a glance on the history and the phenomena and the logic behind this, that why even a kid of few days old, he had been given to a foster mother. And as we see that the own the real or the actual mother can train, can nourish the kid very much than anyone else. But at that time, as it was a tradition, you may say that most of the people of Arabia, they used to give their child for foster mothers to brought him or her. So there is a very big logic behind that. And as Bibi Halima, the foster mother of Muhammad, peace be upon him, he brought up Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, in a way. At this stage, she looked after as mother, as even own mother. She nourished him, and he nourished him in a way that he then led. Or even now, most of the people is consider him as a role model, and yes, indeed, he is. And as it is, that the 100 great men, a book has been written, and the first one and the topest one is Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, for the whole world, not only for the Muslim. He was for the humanity, as a leader, as a father, as in warrior, as in trader, whatever title you want to give him, or you even sit the title with him. Every title is fit with him, and he is on top. Okay, इसलिए we normally used to say that لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Quran says that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a role model, and if somebody follows him in any aspect of life, in any field of life, he or she must be reached or success in his or her goal. Anyways, the first 5 years are very much important. 85% of personality is established or developed in this stage. 85% is a huge number among like in 100%. The remaining 15%, when a child go to school, to university, to face some hardship in life and this and that, all these experiences then collectively make the person 15% only develop. So the first 5 years are very much important. The neurons in this era are very much quick and very much speedy. So all the things are very much the holistic development and educational development both are combinedly make the personality. Normally when we talk about the nourishment of a child, uh, with the mother or with the early childhood education teacher, the Montessori teacher, we majorly and mainly focus on the educational development. That's why we are producing educated people, but unfortunately we are lacking in civilized people. Why? Because we are not giving such a time, the mother especially, they are not giving quality time to nourish the children in holistic development. So that's why whenever we want to make a perfect personality, so the first stage is that whenever the kid is along with parents, especially with the mothers, the first 5 years. So holistic development and education development are both making the person the personality. Okay, तालीम और तरबियत की जब हम बात करते हैं ना, तो we are focusing तालीम, but we are lacking in तरबिया on the holistic development. Now, how the holistic development can be possible in at that era? So whenever we're talking the psychosocial development, so we are focusing the moral, the spiritual development, the moral development, the psychological development, the emotional development, as well as physical development. So all these developmental areas are very much important. And yes, of course, once again, this age is the age is magnetic age. So at this stage, the kids they are just connected the things as magnet connect the iron or something else. That's why how we can nourish, how the mothers can nourish the children at this stage. The question is that उसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं? If we want to nourish the kid, so the habits, the routine of the mother, the attitude of the mothers, these are the things which are spiritually transmit and transform into the kid. So at this stage, if the mother keeps her routine, her language specifically, even her emotions and psychological level, if she keeps all these things normal and positive, obviously the kid will observe these things and these things will take place in the personality of that very kid who is nourishing with the mother. इस हवाले से हमने ये बात भी ज़हन नशीन रखनी है, whatever you are having, you will be able to give that. एक there is a quote that बर्तन में जो होता है वही उससे टपकता है, वही उससे गिरता है. So if the mothers are calm, they are patient, they are spiritually developed, they are positive minded, they are psychologically stable. So all these factors will definitely lead to the kid to bring them. At this stage, you will not be able even to train the mind of the kid as we can train the adult mind. But your habits, your attitude, your moral values, your spirituality, your psychological stability, positivity, all these factors will definitely affect the young one. So we should keep very much focus at this stage. And obviously अगर आप लोगों ने सुना होगा और आपने इसको प्रैक्टिस किया होगा कि most of the women they are talkative. ठीक है ना, जिसको लोग एक ऐब की तौर पे देखते हैं और most of the people say that यार women are very much talkative, बातें बहुत करती है खवातीन. तो हाँ, it's a reality. What should you keep in your mind and what should be your response to those people who are blaming you that you are very much talkative. The mother was very much talkative. Being a talkative is not a negative factor or element. Being talkative for mother is a good element. All right. How? Why the mothers are talkative? Why the females are talkative by nature? Because एक छोटा बच्चा उनके गोद में नरिश हो रहा होता है, and the first thing that is picking from the mother, that is language development. So जब language develop होती है और उनकी अम्मी गुमसुम होती हैं, वो बिल्कुल पैसिव रहती है, खामोश रहती है, तो research proved, or it's also been observed, that those women who are by nature passive and they are not too much talkative by any reason, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि वो उनके गोद में पलने वाला जो बच्चा होता है वो उस तरह से कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स में, प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स में, कॉन्फिडेंस में, इंटीमेसी में उस तरह से नहीं होता जिस तरह के एक टॉकटेटिव मदर के गोद में पलने वाला बच्चा होता है. So being talkative is a positive aspect, not a negative aspect. So women should point this कि आप जितनी टॉकटेटिव होती हैं, आपके साथ आपका जो बच्चा मुंसलिक है उनकी लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट हो जाती है, उसकी लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट होती रहती है. So all these things, the language development, the cognitive development, so all the things, the logical development, the creative thinking, the language development, all these factors are taking place at the age of first 5 years. So why should we keep the thing in mind? She nourishes. The mother nourishes the kid at this level. So we should give a very much focus and very much quality time to the kid at this level. बाकी जब उनकी एक बुनियाद बन जाती है in the very first 5 years, then let him do. You will just give a guideline and you will just keep your eyes on him or her, and then she will make or he will make the way for their self. ठीक है ना? So that's why the topic has been selected by yes we can, especially Ms. Sanam Hussain and Sanam Hassan, sorry, and Zoha Hassan and the whole team of yes. This is very much important topic. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to conduct a session due to miscommunication or whatever, but I had been given a session in this very program, and obviously the other speakers, the trainers, they contributed very well. I appreciate all of the speakers, the trainers, the management of the Yes You Can global organization, and I'm glad to be with you all, and obviously it's an honor for me. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you so much, Ms. Sanam Hassan and Zoha and all the team of Yes. And thank you very much for all the participants who participated in this very session. And obviously you will gain a lot of things in this regard. Jazakallah khairan kathira, Ms. Zoha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughtful wisdom and grounded perspective with us. And we deeply value the expertise you brought to this session. Thank you so much, Hafiz Staff. Before I move to another speaker, Javeria, can you please unmute yourself and share your experience of this fellowship with everyone? We would love to hear from your side. Javeria? If she is not with us, Arabia, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Walaikum assalam.
I hope you are doing well. अच्छा मैम, मैं आपको पूरी जर्नी डिफाइन करती हूँ. बेसिकली ये जो जर्नी थी ना, ये बेस्ट जर्नी थी. जो स्टार्टेड और न्यू मदर्स है ना, जो मतलब जिनको इन चीज़ों का नहीं पता और जिनके घर में कोई बड़े नहीं है, उनको ये बहुत अच्छे से जो मैम ने गाइड किया है, मैंने स्टार्टिंग से लेके अभी मैं सुन रही थी, वो जर्नी बेहतरीन थी. और जो आज वाले सेशन में जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ट्रेनर्स ने जो हमें बताया है ना, वो मतलब बहुत अच्छा है. और आई विश के एवरी ईयर या एवरी 6 मंथ बाद ऐसे सेशंस होने चाहिए, स्पेशली न्यू मदर्स के लिए जितनी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होती इन चीज़ों में.
Thank you, Arabia.
हेलो.
Thank you so much. Yes.
यस मैम. तो आई विश कि आप लोग ये वाला सेशन जो है अगेन करें एवरी
Inshallah.
6 month बाद बेशक.
Inshallah, we will do that. So we have Dr. Anam with us, and we would like to hear from her side. Dr. Anam is someone whose words carry the perfect blend of science and soul. She is licensed NLP practitioner and international author. So Anam, please take the stage and start.
Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm just turning on the camera. Assalamualaikum. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Walaikum assalam. Yes, Anam, you are audible and visible.
Okay. So I'm Dr. Anam Kohar. Thank you so much, Zoha, and Sanam for inviting me to this platform. And I've been listening to the speakers. It was really amazing to see the work they are doing across the globe. So I'm a licensed NLP practitioner. I did my graduation in pharmacy back in 2015, and after that, I shifted into mindset coaching in 2020. After a sudden shift in my personal relationships and my environment, and I did my NLP practitioner certification and did my license Silva Ultramind training and then life coaching training. And then one day it was all about just to, the people were struggling with, this was the time of the COVID, and the people were struggling with the anxiety and depression. So I was going through a lot at that time, and relationship were at worst. So the main reason of doing these practitioner certifications and life coaching and all of these certification was to move out of, that situation and live a satisfied life. But somehow I landed into this career and this business of life coaching and mentoring. One of my friends, she was struggling with the Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's a blood cancer, and she reached out to me with this thought that you posted something on Facebook regarding these sessions and anxiety and depression. I think I'm struggling with it, so why not you take on me as your client, or I just want to discuss something. This was her message, and she was my first client, and I did my sessions with her, and it was I think it was 1 month of coaching that proved me that this is just one case that reached out to me with this thought that I'm struggling with something in my mind. There are a lot of women in my community that doesn't have, a platform or something to whom they can reach out and they can discuss their thing. So why not to start something where people, specifically the woman, can reach out and share their thoughts, and they will be provided a coaching and a mentoring sessions through that platform. So Alhamdulillah, I launched my coaching platform with the name of Evolve in 2021, and Alhamdulillah, it's been like 5 years now that I've been working in this field with the women across the globe. And in 2023, I got this opportunity to write my own book. I still believe that there is something still, there is something still within me that I can share with the world. So I'm working on my second and third book. Inshallah, it will be released soon. My first book is all about relationship. You can search it on Amazon. It's available on the Amazon. You can purchase it with the name of Canvas of Love. So it includes stories of my clients, and it includes the NLP strategies and Silva Ultramind, some of the Silva Ultramind techniques as well. So those of you who are interested in reading that book, so you can search it on Amazon and you can reach out to me as well. So let me just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Yeah, thank you. So this will be a short kind of a presentation just to help you, realize that what exactly the parenting and early childhood development is. I have been working with clients from across the globe, and Alhamdulillah, most of them were women, and they were struggling with some of their parenting issues, and their children between the ages 2 till 14 onwards. So these are the two questions. I hope most of you are parents or deal with some clients who are parents. So these are the two questions. I would recommend you to at least write down the answers to these questions. The number one is, what does parenting mean to you personally? And how does that definition shape your approach toward raising your children? You know, we as humans, we have different definitions of if you ask me about family, so I feel like family is a home. But if you ask someone who is struggling with challenges, with finances, there is a lot of burden on his or her shoulder. So if you ask that person what family is, so that person might reply to you, the family is a huge responsibility, right? So the definition of certain words is different to among the people, right? So the next question is, recall the most amazing experience of your childhood from your age 2 till 7 years, and what do you like the most about that period, and what things you had wished for being while you were a child, and which work seems easy to you and which work seems hard. You know why it is important to recall those moments? Because it becomes easier to make a connection. We are living in this world of AI, right? And in every next moment we are being presented towards new concepts, new technologies, new way of raising our children. But somehow we forget that the children needs our attention, our love, and our trust, right? So once you recall your childhood from your experiences, the things that you have loved, the things that you have, cherished while being a child, and what things were easy for you and what things were hard for you. So it becomes easier for you to connect, to make that connection with your children. So this is something that I have taken from one of my training of NLP. So, only 10% of our mind is conscious, and the 90% of our mind is subconscious or unconscious mind. So what happens is, subconscious is the typo here. It's the unconscious mind. So what happens is that the conscious mind is basically involved in logical thinking. The conscious mind helps you make decisions, right? It's involved in the mathematics and in the daily routine work. While the unconscious mind, it is related to your habits. It is related to your, the things that you have learned over the years, and also the thing that are running unconsciously within your body as well, like your heart is beating and you are blinking your eyes, you are breathing, the blood is flowing into your veins. So this is all unconscious movement. So in NLP, what we do is that we work on your unconscious mind. So through different exercises, and when you practice those strategies on daily basis, so it becomes so natural to use that it embedded in your unconscious mind, and it becomes easier to respond towards challenges and situations whenever they comes. The next thing is, this is a very interesting thing. This is the concept that I have taken from my NLP training. So a lot of my clients, they came to me and they said this, ma'am, previously when my child was, when he was 3 years old or 2 years old, he was very lovable and I used to love what he does. But right now he's a teenager, he's 14 years old, and right now it's become difficult to handle his emotions, and he's becoming stubborn day by day. And there are a lot of things that I'm struggling with. So this is the model that I usually use with my clients and help them understand how emotions work, how events are generated, what our interpretations are. So there is some event that happened in your life, like maybe that your child is struggling with the anger, and your child is showing some emotions and breaking some pots in the house, right? So what happens is that you start you check your thoughts, you put a filter of your interpretations, your judgments, on that event, and you generate certain feelings and emotions toward it. And once you generate certain feelings and emotions toward it, like you might be thinking about what you have done. Are you mad? What you have done? Don't you know this is the expensive piece that I have bought from somewhere? So these are the things that parents usually tell to their teenager children. And what is the actions that happens is that the child become more stubborn. He used to think that I have no worth, and this vase or this glass or this something that I have broken right now worth more than me, right? So what would happen if you nullify this filter? If you nullify this filter, what would happen is that if something happens related to your child, let's say the same experience, that it has broken a vase or maybe a glass because of some stubbornness or some anger issues, you haven't applied the filter of interpretation and thoughts right now, right? So what you have done is that you have just acknowledged his feelings and you have just shown your emotions, that what happened? Are you okay? Do you need my support? Are you struggling with something? So once you change your behavior towards that event, right, just nullifying this filter of judgment and interpretation, you will gain some results, some actions and some results. So actions would be, there might be something that your child might come to you and might hug you and might ask you, yes, I'm struggling with something, and I think you can help me in that, right? So just by shifting just one thing, that is the judgments and the interpretations. In NLP, we learned this, that you have to avoid uh, interpretations or judgments towards the experiences, right? You have to observe that event, and you have to acknowledge the feelings, and you have to see what actions are being generated and what results are being generated, right? I hope this will be something that would add value to your life, inshallah. And these are some of the questions that I usually ask to my clients regarding their early childhood struggles. So the number one is, when was the last time you silently observe your child's play without interrupting or guiding? And did you notice that, most of the time when our children are playing, we as a parent, we came and we start guiding them. No, you have to do this. No, you have to do this in a certain manner. You are doing it wrong. You are not coloring your book in a right way. Please do it in a certain way. So once you start silently observing your child, you will notice something that is that will create an everlasting bond between you and your child, right? So the second one is, am I respecting my child's individual pace of learning, or am I setting a timelessness? Usually there is a timelines that we put, that you have to complete this project, or you have to complete this drawing in a certain time limit, right? Because we are into some societal expectations, right? Someone is coming home and our children is enjoying his me time, so we just start putting on pressure on them, that wind up these things, your play area or something, wind up all the mess because the guests are coming. So you have to respect your child pace of learning and your child's me time as well, right? Because this will create an everlasting impact on his mental development. How much of your child's day is spent in activities that genuinely interest him or her? Most of the parents do not give this freedom to their children, that they will do the activities on their own, right? Most of the parents tell their children that we will do this, and then we will have a break, and then you can have a screen time, and then we will go out. So they used to make a timetable or a plan for their children. If your child is not in the in that age where he can make his own decision, then it's okay. But if your child is above 5 years, or near about the 5 years, or above 5 years, he's in that stage that he can make his own decisions, the small decisions. So you have to give him that charge, bring out the leadership qualities within your child, and ask him what activities are genuinely he feel like, yeah, this is my interest and I want to do this activity. The next thing is, does your home reflect the values and the habits you want to cultivate in your child? Most of the time we haven't built up that much space for our children to grow mentally. A lot of women of specifically my clients, they shared this with me that my child is not responsible. So I asked them, have you ever cultivated a habit of responsibility in him when he was a toddler? So she said, no, we had, house help available. She does all the work. So my child is now tuning into that behavior. So he is not responsible even in his own thing. So how you can do that? Your home should reflect the values and the habit. You can start, if when your child is a toddler, you can tell him, let's plant trees. Let's sow this seed in a garden, and let's see how it grows. We have to water it daily. We have to take care of it. Buy some fishes, have some aquarium in your house, have some pets in your house. Give your child some responsibility from the early age. And if you do that, you will see some amazing result in the days about to come, or in the years about to come, inshallah. The last one is, do I view my child's play as essential growth or just as a break from learning? So, children, they learn a lot while they are playing, right? So give your children ample amount of time to play. So once they play, they will learn a lot, because during play they use the frontal part of their brain, and they make their own decisions. And there is a concept of neuroplasticity, where two neurons that haven't been connected for so long, once that child start thinking about the ways how the blocks can be made, how this drawing can be completed effectively. So once your child is doing that much cognitive activity, what happens is that there is a connection that builds up, and it has an everlasting impact on the mental development of your child. The next thing is the giveaway for the people who are in this call. If you want to have a coaching with me, so you can have it at a 20% off discount, specifically for the people who are in this call and who belongs to the SheNurtures. And the next thing is, if you want to purchase my book from Amazon, you can get it at 10% off discount. And these are my details. You can reach out to me through Instagram, through LinkedIn, and through WhatsApp. And this is my book that I have written. And thank you so much. And thank you, Sanam and Zoha, for this opportunity. I would congratulate you for bringing the people from across the globe, and for having such an amazing platform. Lots of prayers for you and for your venture. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you so much for bringing such elegance and depth to our session. Your beautiful blend of science and soul has left us with meaningful insight and a renewed sense of purpose. So we truly appreciate the wisdom and grace you shared with us today. So now, closing our speaker line with grace, we have Khadija Khan. So I just want to make sure that if she is with us right now or not. Khadija Khan, can you hear me? If you are with us in the session, kindly unmute yourself. I think she is not with us, so let's move on. I would like to ask our founder and our very prestigious person, Ms. Sana Hussain, to come and just give a note during the closing ceremony. So Ms. Sana Hussain, kindly shares your thought with us, since our speaker is with us and our participants are waiting for you.
जी जोहा, थैंक यू सो मच. और सबसे पहले तो थैंक यू टू ऑल दी पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो इतनी पुरसुकून होकर हमें सुन रहे हैं पिछले 2 घंटों से। थैंक यू एवरीवन। और आई नो इट्स संडे बट स्टिल यू पीपल हैव join us. Thank you so much. और I believe कि इंशाल्लाह you must have learned those things which will be fruitful for you in future, even in present as well. And our speakers from around the globe, the participants again. So everybody, thank you so much. The first thing, I'll be not taking much time of you, but just 3 things I want to share. The first thing, as I always start my discussion, my talk, speech, anything, with this beautiful ayat of Quran of the Surah Wat-Teen. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. matlab, this is the verse which actually gives me the motivation and the power, to do something for myself and for others. See, we are not in this world. हम इस दुनिया में फना के लिए नहीं हैं, ये इमाम का क़ौल है, हम यहाँ बका के लिए हैं. And if you want you live forever or you survive for the whole life, whether you are here or not physically, then do something for others. This is what I believe in. Do something for humanity. इंसानियत सबसे बढ़कर है, ठीक है, नंबर 1. दूसरी चीज देखिए, हम खुदा की सबसे बेहतरीन मखलूक हैं. वी आर द बेस्ट क्रिएशन ऑफ द बेस्ट क्रिएटर. तो बस हमें हमारे लिए इतना ही एजाज़ काफ़ी है कि जो खुदा ने हमें दिया है कि हम खुदा की सबसे बेहतरीन मखलूक हैं. तो यकीनन खुदा हमसे चाहता है कि हम उसी तरह से ये ज़िंदगी भी गुजारें, है ना, आम सी ज़िंदगी ना गुजारें, बल्कि एक ऐसी ज़िंदगी गुजारें जिससे हाँ, ना सिर्फ हम खुद कमाल तक पहुँचे, बल्कि हमारे से जुड़े लोग और इंसान भी कमाल तक पहुँच सके. नंबर 2, एक और अहम चीज़ कि जी ये जो मदरहुड का सिलसिला है, माँ होना सबको पता है. इवन अगर वो इस तरह की ट्रेनिंग्स नहीं भी लेते, दे नो कि जी माँ की अहमियत क्या है, शायद मदरहुड या जो तरबियत है उसकी क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, उसमें शायद थोड़ी बहुत कमी है, लेकिन माँ का रुतबा क्या है, एवरीबडी नोज अबाउट इट. हर माँ अपने बच्चे से प्यार करती है. देखिए, माँ होना एक बहुत एजाज़ की बात है, और सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट कि हमारे नज़दीक जो अम्बिया का मकसद है वो बशरियत की तरबियत है. एंड अल्लाह हैज़ सेंट हाउ मैनी प्रॉफिट्स, 1,24,000 अम्बिया को भेजा. किसके लिए? इंसानों की तरबियत के लिए, उन बशरियत की तरबियत कर सकें. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जो हम माएँ हैं, हम भी वही फरीज़ा अंजाम दे रही हैं. सी, इफ़ योर वाई इज़ क्लियर देन योर हाउ विल बी ईजियर. यानी आपको अगर पता है कि मैं माँ हूँ और मैं क्यों हूँ, तो फिर बड़ा आसान हो जाता है काम को करना. तो इसलिए पता हो कि जो मैं फरीज़ा अंजाम दे रही हूँ वो कोई मामूली सा काम नहीं है, वो अम्बिया का फरीज़ा है, वो अम्बिया का. हम मुरब्बी हैं, हम बच्चों की जो तरबियत कर रहे हैं ना, हम भी तो वही कर रहे हैं जो मूसा ने किया, जो हज़रत ईसा ने किया, जो लूत ने किया, जो नूह ने किया, जो इब्राहीम ने किया, जो हज़रत हूद ने किया, हत्ता कि 1,24,000 अम्बिया ने ये काम अंजाम दिया. तो समझिए इस काम की कितनी इम्पोर्टेंस है, और इसको काम को करने का जो मयार होना चाहिए वो भी उतना ही बुलंद होना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि ये जो बच्चे हैं ना, ये हमारी मिल्कियत नहीं है, ये हमारे पास अमानत है खुदा की. तो अमानत में खयानत ना हो, मतलब दिस इज समथिंग विच आई फील पर्सनली, और हर माँ यही समझती है. तो इसलिए वो जो बच्चे हैं ना, वो अमानत हैं, और हम एक मुरब्बी हैं, और मुरब्बी जो काम अंजाम देता है, जो अम्बिया ने अंजाम दिया, तो ये कोई मामूली काम नहीं है. दूसरी अहम चीज़ जो तमाम डिस्कशन में आई फील कि वो ये है कि डिजिटल दौर है, AI का दौर है. आई ऑल always believe and I have learned from my mentors कि जी माँ को, वालिदैन को हमेशा अपने बच्चों से एक कदम आगे रहना चाहिए. यानी टेक्नोलॉजी है, मुझे नहीं आती है, मैं कैसे करूं, हमारे बच्चों को सब पता है. ये वर्ड्स ना यूज करें. बी स्मार्टर देन योर चिल्ड्रन. क्यों? इसलिए नहीं कि उन पर आप रोब झाड़ सकें, इसलिए कि उनको सही गलत बता सकें. This is very important. Even if you don't know, learn it. If you can't learn it, at least let them know कि जी still I am aware of your activities. बहुत अहम चीज़ है, अपने बच्चों के सामने कभी ना कहें I have no idea of it. हमेशा उनसे एक कदम आगे रखिए, क्योंकि आप भी आज के ज़माने के ही वालिदैन हैं, उनसे आगे रहिए. और एक आखिरी चीज़, जो आखिरी पॉइंट है, कि अपने बच्चों को जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है वो अपने करीब रखिए, उनसे बॉन्डिंग बनाइए, कनेक्शन डेवलप कीजिए। आप नहीं होंगे तो फिर दूसरे रास्ते खुलते हैं, आप हैं तो फिर बहुत सारे ऐसे रास्ते बंद हो जाएंगे जहां पर उनको नहीं जाना चाहिए। एक जो इमोशनल डिस्टेंस है, फियर डिस्टेंस है, एक फियर जजमेंट, देयर आर मल्टीपल थिंग्स जो एक पेरेंटिंग में आती है। यानी कि जैसे डॉक्टर श्वेता ने भी मेंशन किया कि हर बच्चा इज डिफरेंट, यू नो, वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग, वी ऑल आर डिफरेंट, वी ऑल आर यूनिक। तो कभी एक्सपेक्ट ना करें कि जी एक माँ का दूसरे माँ से जो तजर्बा है उसका बच्चा है वो मुख्तलिफ है। एटलीस्ट ट्राई टू सपोर्ट ईच अदर, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ क्रिटिसिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा होता है अगर बच्चे ने कुछ कर दिया। इट्स ओके, आजकल बच्चों पे भी बर्डन बहुत है। सो प्लीज़ ट्राई टू सपोर्ट ईच अदर एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, कीप देम यू नो क्लोजर टू योर सेल्फ, क्योंकि बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उनके पास, तो इसी तरह बहुत सारे सवाल भी हैं। अपने से करीब कीजिए, ब्रिज बना के रखिए, डिस्टेंस ना हो, कोई गैप ना हो, ठीक है ना। तो आज की इस पूरी जो हमारी इतना वक्त आप लोगों का लिया, उसका निचोड़ यही है कि जी द मदरहुड पर्सनली आई फील इज द जर्नी। और ये एक ऐसा काम है जो मतलब आई हैव स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन इट, आई डिड टू माई सेल्फ। पहले मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया प्रैक्टिकली व्हेन आई बिकेम अ मदर, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। तो अब आई रियली वांट कि एटलीस्ट जो मुझे पता है या जो मेरे सराउंडिंग में जो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इतने अच्छे लोग जिन्होंने पूरा इस चीज़ को स्टडी किया है, उन सब ने अपना अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया। और हम चाहते हैं कि आप लोग भी इससे सीखें और समझें, एंड वी रियली वांट कि इंशाल्लाह दिस जर्नी विल कंटिन्यू एंड वी विल कीप एजुकेटिंग मदर्स। And now from today, I have decided that we will be announcing sessions for the fathers as well, inshallah, soon. So this was all from our side. If you have learned anything from today's session, do share your feedback and do join us, do join our journey. We have many other sessions with national and international speakers, and it's all free of cost. ये भी एक अलमिया है कि we don't want to spend money on learning, so you will learn everything free of cost. We just need your time and your attention. You can stay connected with us, you can be our member, our trainer, our ambassador, so in any capacity you want. And simple can be a participant as well. You can be our part and you can join our journey to spread the positivity, to spread the love, and to have a beautiful world, to add a value in the world, क्योंकि हम सब जिम्मेदार हैं इस दुनिया को बेहतर बनाने के लिए. Thank you everyone, thank you so much. Yes, Zoha, up to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your words with us. So we are going to close this session now. I hope that you all learned something from this.
Zoha, I would request कि अगर सब participants अपना कैमरा ऑन कर लें तो हम एक पिक्चर ले सकेंगे जितने अभी मौजूद हैं, if they can. और अगर नहीं भी है तो इनका जो डीपी है वो SheNurtures का है, we can take a picture. और एक हम ये एक ले सकें यहाँ से.
So those of you who can open your camera, kindly do it. We can take one last screenshot with you all, and then are going to conclude the session. Thank you so much. I see so many of you.
Yes, just stay with us so that we can take more picture from here, screenshots. Zoha, I believe you're also taking?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am done from my side. I hope that you all had a great time. So on behalf of the SheNurtures team, I would like to thank all our speakers, our founder, Sanam Hussain, and everyone in the audience for your time, love, and energy. And as we close this chapter, let us carry the spirit of SheNurtures forward, nurturing not only the children in our life, but also the caregivers within ourselves. So thank you so much for being with us, and I hope that this was beneficial for you guys. And I hope that we will be having more sessions like this in the future. And for all of the live attendees, Your certificates of participation will be shared soon. Thank you for staying engaged. And don't forget to join our official WhatsApp groups. So to stay updated with the upcoming sessions, fellowships, and the bootcamp. So thank you so much. This is Zoha Hussain signing off from Yes You Can Global Foundation. Until next time, stay bold, stay kind, and stay unstoppable. Allah Hafiz. Yes, Ganesh, would you like to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to join this group. I am Indian. I don't know Hindi or Urdu. Like, is it helpful for me because of language issue?
You can join the group because we have sessions in English as well. Like this one, I'm really sorry that in the beginning I was not able to convey this thing to our speakers, but then I tried to ask everybody to keep their language in English. So you can join us as a member.
But I believe Ganesh is very much familiar with Dr. Shweta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can join.
He knows
us.
he is from that group. Yes.
Okay. I will be sharing the form in the group. You can fill it out, and then we will add you in the respective groups. You can join us as ambassador, as a member, or even as a trainer. So whatever is like good for you, you can do that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I hope everyone is clear. Do you guys have any queries? You can write them down or unmute yourself directly. Okay, I don't see any messages or anyone raising their hand. So I am going to close this session. Yeah, I am going to share the link. Thank you so much, Dylan. I hope that you had great time with us. Thank you so much, Ganesh. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Zoha attendance sheet was shared, I believe, yes?
Yes, it was shared.
Okay.
It was shared. And those of you who are like unable to fill it out, you can take the screenshot and share it with me. I will consider your name, but you need to have the proof that you were in the meeting, because we have to make sure that we are not just randomly giving certificates. So I hope that it's clear, and I hope that you all